Hello and welcome to the Walnut Creek Crawdads pregame show. I am Kobe Siegel. Joining me is Justin DeHaas, and we are at Recreation Park in Healdsburg, California. The Crawdads are 1.5 games back of the Prune Packers, but with not many games left, this is a must sweep for the Crawdads, as we said before last game, and this is the hardest leg of the sweep at Healdsburg. How do they do it, Justin?
Well, they haven't won at Recreation Park yet, 0-2, so they're going to have to exercise those demons. But I think big reason why they could win this game, they just haven't hit here, quite frankly. Hit under 200 at this ballpark, grant, small sample size, 2 games. But they've really left runners on scoring position, and they've had some decent pitching performances. It just hasn't really shown with the offense. And we keep on talking all year that the offense is the strength of this team, and if the offense is going to show up, then obviously that's problematic. And so I think if they are going to do something, it's got to be now, like you said, got to sweep. We were talking before, not necessarily a must-win, but more like a can't-lose. If you want to elaborate on that, but yeah, I think the offense needs to come through if they're going to try to not lose this game.
Yes, and you mentioned the offense really struggling. In 2 games here, they've only scored 2 runs. The Crawdads have been outscored 14-2 here in 2 games. And the offense, the slash line for the offense, their batting average is 175. Their on base percentage is 230, and their slugging percentage is 238. And their WOBA is 249. And Tim Anderson currently has the lowest WOBA among qualified leaders, among qualified players in the MLB. His WOBA is above that. So the Crawdads have been downright dreadful here, but it is only 2 games. And the strength of this lineup, the strength of this team has been the offense all season. So, but Healdsburg at home has also been a strength, as we've seen at home this season in the CCL. They are 13-2 with a plus 105 run differential. They are like the first 2 weeks of the season, Tampa Bay Rays at home.
Love the comp.
That's exactly.
But I mean, think about it. You bring up those stats, but they lost to the Lincoln Potters.
They did
both
twice.
of those games at home. I was listening to one of the broadcasts that they had for that, and I believe Aaron Arnstein, their wonderful broadcaster, said that they had a 24-game home winning streak. Obviously, that dates back to last season as well. So yeah, very impressive. But I mean, the Potters were able to do it. Now, granted, I think we have seen that the Crawdads and the Potters are a little comparable. I mean, the Crawdads dropped 2 or 3 games to the Potters, and Crawdads won the season series 4-3, so it was close. But I mean, yeah, if the Potters could win 2 games here, I don't see why the Crawdads can't win 1.
Yes, and part of the reason that that the that the Potters won a game was a masterful performance from Craig Schmidt. I think that's how you say it, Schmidt or Schmidt, something like that. But he had a masterful performance. Let's see the exact numbers. Okay, Craig Schmidt. He went 5 2/3, 10 strikeouts, 0 earned. So, Cody Perry is starting for the Crawdads today. We've seen him be dominant against the non-league opponents, but he tends to get hit around a little bit against league opponents. He only has 3 walks in 12 innings, but he has a 314 batting average against and a 500 slugging percentage against. And this Healdsburg lineup has a lot of pop. So for Cody Perry, he needs to continue to throw strikes, but those strikes are going to have to be on the corners because he needs to keep the Crawdads in the game for the, I assume, 2, 3, 4 innings, depending on how well he does. How does he keep the Crawdads in the game, Justin.
We talked about throwing strikes, and I was talking to our GM Austin Oda before the game and asking him why he think Brant went with KP as the move. And he said because he throws strikes, and that's not something that is usually super common sometimes with some CCL pitchers, as we've seen. But he does get into the strike zone, and he's coming off his best performance. He pitched 5 innings against the Solano Mudcats last time out, and I mean, he's shown flashes. I mean, he's got some good strikeout stuff. He had 5 strikeouts in that outing. He had 6 strikeouts against the South Bay Storm in 3 innings. So he's shown that he could be a pretty good pitcher. And I mean, one of those flashes, in fact, was against the Prune Packers. He went 2 innings. He didn't give up any runs, and that was really a silver lining in one of their losses here at Healdsburg. And so overall, I think, look, like we talked about, this is a can't-lose game, and Brant's got to have a lot of confidence in his guys, and clearly he has confidence in Cody Perry.
Yeah, Cody Perry last time at Healdsburg, 2 scoreless, 3 strikeouts. That was in a bit of a lower leverage situation, and we haven't really seen Cody Perry in these high leverage situations. But this entire game, is one high leverage situation for the Crawdads because they want the 1 seed. And if you get the 1 seed, you don't have to play on August 1st. You can rest your pitchers. You only have to win 1 game. You get a home game. So Cody Perry, this is definitely the most consequential outing of his Crawdad career, I would say.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And look, it should be a fun one. Crawdads were able to pull out a victory yesterday and talk about how they need to sweep this series. And yesterday wasn't necessarily a pretty game per se. They scored 5 runs. 4 of those 5 runs were from productive outs or Healdsburg mistakes, and you can't rely on that again. Farfan obviously hit the tank off of Stamos, which, by the way, he gave up a couple earned runs first time that happened this summer. But, yeah, I mean, look, if they want to win this game, I think they need to produce a little more offense than they did yesterday because yesterday, like I said, not a whole lot of RBI. It was enough to get the win, but that's also because you had Sean Fitzpatrick throw 6 innings, right? So, I mean, you got to have a little more offense today, and that should be the recipe.
Yeah, and no Sean Fitzpatrick today. So the Crawdads likely aren't going to get that kind of heroic performance today. But I believe
I have breaking
yes.
news from our GM, Austin Oda, as he likes to reference it, Atomic Bomb. Devin Kirby is now starting for the Healdsburg Prune Packers. And so that is the first time I have heard that name. Kobe, have you heard of Devin Kirby?
Well, the research team is going to get on this because it was Wyatt Tucker, the ingoing senior for Texas A&M. But Devin Kirby, well, let's see. Devin Kirby, a .75 ERA.
That's pretty good.
Yes,
well,
he is.
How many innings?
In 12 innings, and
that's pretty good.
he was a senior at the men's basketball champions, University of Connecticut. He's from Ukiah, California. He's 5'10", 220. Yeah, he's a bit of a stockier guy, but 16 strikeouts, 2 walks in 12 innings.
That's not a bad backup option.
No, it's not. Definitely not. He may, he's only allowed, the max is 1 walk, and he has been just absolutely dominant. And
that is fascinating news. I wonder what's up with Wyatt Tucker. Probably just got scratched with some sort of injury or something, I would assume. But yeah, I'm sure that decision was made a little while ago, but for us to be hearing this about 10, 15 minutes before first pitch, a little bit surprising.
Yes, and if you look at his stats at UConn, they are pretty good. 3.65 ERA and 44 1/3 this year. 37 strikeouts, 9 walks. Pretty good. And he was, same with last season. Two really solid seasons in a row, about a 4 ERA at UConn. So this guy is a legit Division I pitcher, and he has shown in the CCL. So, I mean, that kind of throws me for a loop, but
Hey, at least it's not one of the Cal guys because the Cal. It seems like the Cal guys like to terrorize the Crawdads a little bit. Stamos, Galan, Ivazion was the one that got pinned with the loss yesterday, but he's been pretty good. But yeah, no, UConn. I mean, look, maybe not as good of a baseball school as they are a basketball school, but still very respectable nonetheless. Especially when you have a 3 in front of your ERA, wherever that is. That is pretty darn good. And so, yeah, I mean that's fascinating because these hitters were prepared to see Wyatt Tucker, and I don't know if they really looked at his stats or did much research into repertoire or anything, but now they have to look at a new guy and see, all right, what does he throw? What does he do well? And I mean, it catches them off guard a little bit.
yeah. And if there was one outing where he quote unquote struggled, it was again it was a scoreless outing. Well, actually, no, it wasn't scoreless. It was he did not let up an earned run against the Potters, but in an inning in a third, in their July 18th loss to the Potters, that was at home. He let up 4 runs, 0 earned, and only had 1 strikeout and 9 batters faced. So, um, but again, that was due to some sloppy fielding. The Packers had 5 errors that game. So, I mean, we really haven't seen him. We really haven't seen him be vulnerable so far, but we've seen the Crawdads. We've seen guys come in with crazy stats, and then the Crawdads make no big deal.
Yeah, I mean, look, it is something to note that the Crawdads have not seen Kirby yet, right? So, I mean, it's going to be new for both sides, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this kid pitch because you look at these stats and you say, oh, it's pretty impressive, but, you know, how does he do against this potent Crawdads lineup? And it should be fun to watch.
Yes, and also this Prune Packers team uh, has a lot of guys who are just old, and when you're playing against a lot of underclassmen college players, I mean, sometimes that helps. We saw Stamos was 23 years old. His date of birth is unknown. Devin
Unknown.
Kirby's
Oh,
on
man.
baseball reference, but he is a graduate. He's a graduate student at UConn. So I assume he is.
He was probably born like 1997 or something.
Yes, I assume he is somewhat old. I assume he's like 23.
They're trying to like hide his age or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's like 25 and no one knows it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we don't really know, but that's definitely an advantage when you're playing against. Most of the Crawdads guys are like 19, 20.
Yeah.
So
this is a really young squad,
yes.
And so, I mean, yeah. When you look at the lineup, it's a bunch of guys who, I mean, Ellis is one of the older guys. He's just going into his senior year. Pointer's going into his senior year. But beside like Duras going into his junior, you know, so Matt King's going to his junior, I think. So yeah, I mean, a lot of guys that it's a little younger, and yeah, I mean, let's just say the Prune Packers a little more experienced. You know, maybe have a little more gray in their beard, if you will. But hey, I mean, look, that experience plays out, right? I mean, you look at Stamos; he's been really good, and I mean, but he looked a little vulnerable yesterday. Not too bad, 4 innings, 2 earned. I mean, too shabby at all. But for him, that's a off performance, if you will. So, yeah, I mean, look, it should be a fun matchup. I mean, the second game, obviously, we talked about how Crawdads need a sweep, but they're just looking to take the series right now. Just look one game at a time, and if you could win this, all of a sudden you win the series, and maybe look for the sweep tomorrow.
yeah, so we just got breaking news. Devin Kirby is at least 24. He graduated high school in 2017, so he's at least 3 years older than me. So yeah, he's definitely an older man, and we'll see. But I think the real one huge thing in this series that that could be the difference is the depth of arms for the Prune Packers. You know, the Crawdads have a guy like Sean Fitzpatrick, but they Packers throw out Stamos, they throw out Kirby, so they just got a really good depth of arm talent the Crawdads maybe don't have.
Well, especially because Fitzpatrick pitched 6 innings
That's true,
yesterday.
yeah.
Safe to say he is not pitching today. That is
Yes.
just crazy stress on your
Yes.
arm. That's basically a start. Although, I mean, he went 6 innings, but he only pitched 63 pitches. So, I mean,
Yes.
he's still not going to pitch. But, I mean, maybe not as much stress as you would think.
Yes. Well, we will wrap up. Thank you for joining us. Austin and Carson will be on the call for this must-win or can't-lose game. I prefer can't lose.
What's the difference, real quick?
So a can't-lose game is a game where, like, you just can't lose it.
Okay.
Yeah, but a must-win is like,
You must win it.
like you gotta win it or out. Like can't lose is more like, like you don't have to win, but you just can't lose. Yeah. So that's the difference, real quick, for our viewers out there, or as not viewers,
Good that we clarified.
listeners. Yes. I mean, it's a very important distinction that that us journalists
We established that.
yeah need to make.
Nice.
Actually, you're a journalist. I'm not a journalist, but thank you for joining us. We will get Austin and Carson for this. Not hot, not as hot as it usually is. It's about
It's like mid-80s.
yeah.
Although we do have the sun blaring in us right now, we did not
Yes,
bring an easy up.
yes.
Don't ask me why we didn't do that. That's not my decision. Whoever's decision was that, that's real messed up.
Yeah, that decision is above our
pay grade.
grades,
Yeah,
yes.
correct. So not our fault. But yeah, we should have it easy up.
Yes.
A little disappointed.
Yes. Well, we should get going.
We should probably sign off. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to us. We will be back for the post game.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
With just 5 games left in the Walnut Creek Crawdads season, they travel to Recreation Park in Healdsburg, California one last time, at least in the regular season, to face the Healdsburg Prune Packers. Welcome into the quasi-broadcast booth. It's a table set up along the right field line, pretty much right next to the first baseman, Austin Oda. Carts and Mercier here on the call all summer long. Let's take a look at the Crawdads and the Packers. The Crawdads come in 22-8, a game and a half back of first place Healdsburg. Really, the message is simple. Sweep the series and you're feeling a lot better than if you don't. They are 23-1 at home and 10-5 on the road, trying to make that 11-5. Healdsburg comes in 24-7 at home, 24-7 overall. Of course, a game and a half up of the Crawdads. They're 25-2 at home, 11-5 on the road. Here's the Crawdads lineup. They lead off with Ryan Ellis like they have done all year. He's at second base. Brian Duroff, the right fielder, hits second with Cole Fellows batting third, playing left. Matt King, the shortstop, is the cleanup hitter. Joey Donnelly, the first baseman, hits fifth. Max Farfan, the third baseman, bats sixth. 7-8-9 goes Griffin Harrison, the center fielder, Ryder Helfrich, the catcher, and Emmett Finney, the DH, and they'll be facing the big righty, Devin Kirby.
The Husky University of Connecticut has had a very, very good summer so far. 3-0 win-loss, 0.75 ERA. That's in 4 games. He's making his third start tonight. 12 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, just 2 walks, 11 hits. He has not faced the Crawdads yet in his time this summer, and at UConn he was pretty good. 3.65 ERA, a 6-0 win-loss in 21 appearances spanning over 44 1/3 innings. Here comes left-handed hitting Ryan Ellis, and stepping up to the mic with the shades, Austin Oda.
Ryan Ellis, a 369 hitter this summer, 3 home runs, 22 runs batted in. The first pitch of the ball game, Ellis takes on the upper outside edge, 0-1. First pitch time is 6:06. First pitch hole here. Grant Cummings loves, actually, just kidding. That's not like what we saw yesterday. Nickens in left today. Joey Kramer and Jaden Duplantier, the left side of the infield. Hunter DeRoe, the second baseman. Ivan Bredauer at first. Blake McDonald is behind the plate. Here's Brian Duroff, the right fielder today. First pitch he sees is on the outside with a fastball. 0-1. Duroff, a 282 hitter, 4 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Steps in the right-handed batter's box. Kirby from the middle of the slab, the 0-1. Duroff checks his swing, but he takes just a little off the outside. Count evens at 1.
Hey, I think it's important for the Crawdads to get one across here early. Strike first. Apply that pressure. We haven't seen the Prune Packers respond to any yet.
1-1 is lined into left field. That's a base knock for Brian Duroff. And that's the first hit of the day for the Walnut Creek Crawdads.
Hey, that's a good swing. A few times today. Or a few times in this series, rather, that Duroff has hit a ball hard into left field. This one, no different. It's on the screws, a good swing, got ahead of a fastball.
That'll bring up the third place hitter, Cole Fellows, who watches the first pitch on the outside for a strike, 0-1. Fellows has been good this summer as well, a 309 hitter with a pair of home runs, 27 runs batted in. Bats here with a runner on first, 1 out, the 0-1. Fellows takes up and away, 1-1. So obviously not the most perfect angle for us here. The 1-1 to Fellows is grounded up the middle. The second baseman, DeRoe, will go to second. 1, Duplantier quickly back to first. It's not in time. Fellows beats it out on the back end, 4-6 on the putout. We have a pretty good angle here, and I think he made the right call.
Yeah, absolutely. Fellows burning down the line, knows he's got to be quick. That ball was hit pretty hard at Hunter DeRoe, and took a little bit of time on that transfer. A while for Duplantier at shortstop to get that ball in and out of his glove over to first. And the inning's still alive.
That'll bring up Matt King, right-handed hitting shortstop against the righty Kirby. First pitch to King is up high with the fastball, 1-0.
Too late for pick the stick.
No, go for it.
Go Ryder Helfrich.
Yeah, I was going to go Ryder Helfrich as well. Good pick.
Thank you.
The 1-0. King smashes this one to right field. That's going to drop for a base knock. Over to get it is Damian Bravo. Has a little trouble with it, but he was in so shallow that it kept Cole Fellows at second. It's a 2-out single, and the Crawdads already 2 hits today. Have hit 3 balls pretty hard.
Hey, and look out for the outfield. The lawn, it's not trimmed. That ball is going to get into the outfield. It's going to die. So, hey, if you see a ball in the gap, you got to be, busting it. You got to try and go first to third because that ball is not going to keep rolling to the alleyway.
Here's Joey Donnelly, the first baseman today. 327 hitter, 3 home runs, 25 runs batted in. Has struggled a little of late. First pitch to him here is way outside, 1-0. Donnelly, a couple offers in his last game, an 0 for 4 and 0 for 3, and then a 1 for 5 the game before. So cooled down a little bit. Got to get going here in a big spot here in the first. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. The 1-0 is down and away, 2-0.
Yeah, we talked about, or a little bit talked about, Prune Packers haven't been able to respond. They had that 5-run inning put up against them, or against the Mudcats. Didn't score after that yesterday.
2-0. Donnelly swings through a fastball that might have been up, might have been away, and it's 2-1.
Yesterday, the Crawdads put up some runs in the later part of that game to take a 1-run lead and no response. So get on them. They might not be able to respond.
Good speed on the bases for Walnut Creek. The 2-1 to Donnelly is up high, 3-1.
And it looks like they're seeing Devin Kirby pretty well right now because, like you said, 3 balls hit very, very hard, and one of them was an out. A couple base hits, and a 3-1 favorable count for Donnelly.
Here it comes. He swings over the top of what looked like a changeup, 3-2. So now he's got to protect, but the runners are going to be going, so a ball to the outfield almost absolutely scores a run. Fellows will be running off second, so will King off first. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kirby to Donnelly. No score. Top 1. Kirby sets and fires. Donnelly, it's a high tapper. Over towards us, it's foul.
Wow.
Little rattling.
Yeah.
Is your mic turned up that high?
It's not that high, but, I mean, I heard it. Wow.
So we'll do 3-2 again as Fellows will go from second. King will match him off first. Stream always a little spotty from these external locations. The 3-2. Donnelly watches ball 4 up high. Good at bat by Joey. Loads the bases here in the first.
Hey, it's the start that you wanted, and now you just got to cash in, right? Bases loaded, 2 outs. This is where the money's made. Max Farfan, a home run yesterday. Well, there's a short corner out there in left field, so watch out.
First pitch on its way to Max Farfan, righty on righty once again. Bases are loaded, 2 outs here in the first. First pitch, Farfan swings through a fastball, 0-1. On the year, 250 average, but 10 home runs, 32 batted in, leads the CCL North with 6 league home runs, tied with his teammate Tyson Pointer, and the man in left field right now, Cameron Nickens. The 0-1. Farfan watches, up and out. The ball and a strike.
Hey, that first pitch to Farfan, fastball, middle, late. Got to get on time for that heater.
Now that he's seen one, I think feeling a little more comfortable. 1-1. Slider up and away, 2-1.
All right. Watch out. 2 to walk.
1 to knock.
1 to knock. There you go.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Fellows, King, Donnelly are runners third to first, the 2-1. Farfan watches on the outside at the knees, 2-2. Looked like the slider again. We're even.
Yeah, maybe front doored him. I think that was on the inside. Tough to tell.
So hard.
It's very tough. But just judging on the reaction of Max Farfan, I think it was on the inner third. Very good pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kirby to Farfan. Here it comes. It is way up high, ball 3.
All right. Any way you can. Foul off a tough pitch, take a walk, score a run.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fellows from third, King from second, Donnelly from first. They'll all be running. Max Farfan, a team high 10 home runs at the dish. Here in the first, still scoreless. Kirby trying to keep it there. The 3-2. Farfan fouls it straight back.
Yeah, another one of those fastballs, just a little bit tardy. Not too much, just got to get out in front. Be on time for the heater. You see that spin, let it go down. Watch it low.
3-2 again with 2 outs. We've already seen this situation here in the first twice. Here, for the third time, the 3-2. Farfan takes down low, ball 4. It's a 1-0 lead for the Crawdads here in the first. That is a phenomenal at-bat by Max Farfan.
Yeah, and as Nico Button says to my right, mature. It's a great at-bat. Staying within himself, not chasing outside of the zone. Fighting off a couple tough pitches, extending this inning, and punching the Prune Packers in the mouth.
So before the game, at the start of the game, it was supposed to be Wyatt Tucker starting.
It was.
Devin Kirby, I would assume, got the word that he was starting a good 20, 30 minutes before the game. Might have thrown him off a little bit.
Maybe. And, yeah, that's a little tough, but as a pitcher, you're always going to want the rock. never going to say no to a start, right? So you just got to go out and compete. And, well, Crawdads have hit some balls hard, and I think they're seeing it well. Farfan said he saw that slider really well. He did. He took it low. Chance to pass the stick, keep the line moving. Get a guy that is having a pretty good year up to the plate.
The mound visit is over. It'll bring up Griffin Harrison, a 297 hitter, 4 home runs, 17 RBI. Already the 7th Crawdad to hit this inning, which, you know, if you told me that before the game, I would have taken that in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
Kirby back to the mound. He's laboring a little bit here in the first. First pitch to Harrison is swung on and missed. Good fastball, just blew it right by him, nothing in one.
There's no point streak available
Really?
for this game. Trying to get you a pitch count. Cannot.
Interesting. The 0-1 fouled back. Nothing in 2. I found point streak.
Might be better than me. Wow.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This the 28th pitch from Devin Kirby here in the first. The 0-2 to Harrison is just a little high. Looked like the curveball. 1 and 2. You got to go to league menu, scoreboard.
League menu.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded here in the first. Kirby comes set at the belt, a big breath. Now the 1-2 is called strike 3 at the top of the zone. Harrison didn't think so, but the curveball broke to the letters, and that's the first strikeout for Kirby, the 3rd out of the first, but not before the Crawdads score once on a pair of hits and a pair of walks. Take a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom half of the first inning here at Rec Park. Bottom half of the first inning from Rec Park. Let's take a look at the Prune Packers lineup. Robbie Hamchuk leads off. He's in center. Damian Bravo hits second with Hunter Duro, the second baseman, batting third. Connor Sharpio, the DH, hits cleanup. Ivan Bredauer, the UC Santa Barbara legend, hits fifth. Cameron Nickens hits sixth. He's in left field. Joey Kramer, the third baseman. Blake McDonald and Jaden Duplantier round out the lineup against Cody Perry, who is ready for his first pitch. And let's see what it is. First pitch from Perry is up and in, and it hits him. Well, tell me all about Cody Perry.
Well, I can tell you, same start as yesterday for Cody Perry. Valerio, first pitch, or hit the first batter of the game on the first pitch yesterday. But Cody Perry, 2-0, 5.4 ERA, making his fourth start of the summer. 20 innings, 22 strikeouts, 7 walks, and 21 hits.
Here's Damian Bravo, big power-hitting right fielder. First pitch to him is hit high out to right center field. Sprinting over to his left is Griffin Harrison. In the alley, tracks it down for a big out number 1. So Hamchuk came in hitting .407, 3 home runs, 15 runs batted in. Bravo came in .328, 4 home runs, 36 batted in. And you'll get that a lot with the lineup that Healdsburg employs. Let's look at the Crawdads defense. Cole Fellows, Griffin Harrison, Brian Duroff, your outfield left to right. Max Farfan and Matt King on the left side of the infield. Ryan Ellis, Joey Donnelly, who struggled at first recently, looking to have a big game over there. Ryder Helfrich behind the plate. Here's Hunter Duro, the second baseman. First pitch to him is just below the knees. Looked like an off-speed pitch, 1-0. Duro, one of the best hitters in the league, a .423 hitter, 7 home runs, 30 runs batted in.
Yeah, that's scary.
The low 2, it's 1-0 Crawdads. Ryder Helfrich will lead off the top half of the second inning after a 4-pitch first inning by Cody Perry. Crawdads catchers this year just 3 for 17 with 7 Ks against Healdsburg pitching. Ryder Helfrich, the number 3 catcher in the class of 2023, will try to change that. First pitch from Devin Kirby is a curveball down low, 1-0.
Hey, you kind of got a feel for Devin Kirby. Go out, labor through that first inning, and 4 pitches in the bottom half, and you're right back on the bump. Got to go.
The 1-0 to Helfrich is crushed to right center field. That's going to drop in the alleyway for a base hit. Cutting it off is the center fielder, Hamchuk, as a big turn from Helfrich around first, but he'll stay right there. That's a good-looking swing from Ryder Helfrich.
Hey, kind of a shame that it's only a single, but that ball was hit hard, had that nice sound. Nice loud pop off of the Maplewood bat. And that's a vintage Ryder Helfrich swing right there.
That'll bring up Emmett Finney. Just a 190 average, a home run, 7 runs batted in. He's 0 for 3 this year against Healdsburg. First pitch from Kirby is swung on and missed. Big swing at a fastball up high, 0-1.
You know, not usually a fan of bunting, but in this spot, trying to push across another run, top of the order, waiting on deck. Those guys hit the ball extremely hard. Don't hate it. Third baseman playing back.
See if Helfrich has any ideas off first, the 0-1. Finney taps it slowly to third base. Might act as a bunt. Kramer will only have a play to first, and it does act as a bunt. So it's a productive out, 5-3 on the putout, and Helfrich moves up to second.
Hey, yeah, you'll take that. 1 out, runner in scoring position. You know, wasn't hit hard, but was hit so softly that third baseman Joey Kramer was able to, well, he only had 1 play, and it was to first. So that's a productive at-bat, move runner up 90 feet, and very, very favorable matchup now.
Here's Ryan Ellis, runner on second, 1 out. Ellis 0 for 1 already today, but here his second at-bat in just the second inning. You'll take that. And again, favorable advantage with the righty Kirby on the mound. The first pitch to Ellis. He takes on the upper outside edge, 0-1. Maybe a little up, maybe a little away, but Kirby got a favorable call. Kirby works exclusively from the stretch. He was a reliever in a couple years at UConn, the 0-1. Ellis takes down and away, 1-1. He was good at UConn. I remember he came in to face Stanford. I'm going to say I'm about 90% sure it was him in the 2022 Supers.
Okay.
At Stanford.
All right. Should I fact check you?
No. The 1-1. Helfrich goes from second. Ellis flies it shallow to left field. Cameron Nickens, the left fielder, it looks like has a play on it. Helfrich was caught up between second and third. Throw's going to go back to second, and it is not in time. So nice job by Helfrich to get back, and there's 2 outs.
Ryder Helfrich is gassed. Just ran 180 feet.
And he's got a catch soon.
Yeah. Gosh, man. Guy's fast.
But back to that,
I'm going to look it up.
please.
2022 Supers.
I don't know if it was the Supers or the regional, but it was Stanford UConn. Here's Brian Duroff, who's 1 for 1 today. 2 for 1, you know, even with Ryder Helfrich gas, or excuse me, 2 for 2, even with Ryder Helfrich gas at second, would look to give the Crawdads a 2-0 lead. First pitch to Duroff is a slider at the knees, called a strike. Duroff didn't think so, 0-1.
All right, so what? Move on.
Austin Harrington says, all right, it's 0-1, move on. Love it. No balls and a strike to Duroff. Good speed on second here in the second. Kirby looks back there and the 0-1. Duroff takes a curveball down low, ball and a strike.
So Devin Kirby pitched in game 1. Did not record an out.
Yep.
Gave up 2 runs.
Yep.
Both of them earned a walk and only faced 2 batters.
Yep. 1-1. Duroff takes way up high. Good stop behind the plate by McDonald. And so my mom, who I've mentioned I think a good amount, is a big Stanford fan, was at that game. And she remembers just seeing his dad walking and pacing the entire time. And he looked like he was going to cry. And my mom said she started crying because it was just so difficult to watch.
Yeah.
2-1 to Duroff. Grounded to the left side. It looks like the shortstop, Duplantier, does not have a play. It gets just past him. Duplantier is up with it. Throw's going to come to the plate. Helfrich is in there safely. Duroff's going to move to second on the air, and it's 2-0 Crawdads.
Speed kills. Speed kills, and the Crawdads are punching in the mouth right now. Just a ground ball up the middle. It didn't even get out of the infield, and Helfrich scores.
So I'm not sure what they're going to call that, a single and an E6?
I don't think you can go to the E. I don't think you can go to an error there. I think it's a base hit RBI.
We'll see what they. I'm actually on board with you. I think that's the fair call. We'll see what it's officially marked. It should be a single. It'll bring up Cole Fellows with a runner on second, 2 outs. Crawdads have doubled their lead here in the second. First pitch to the lefty Fellows. He swings through a fastball, nothing in 1.
Yeah, just a base hit.
Single and an RBI?
Yep.
I love it. Moves home on the throw. Helfrich comes home to score. It's 2-0. 0-1. Fellows hits a high tapper up the middle and through into center field. Another base hit. Here comes Duroff for the plate. The throw comes into second. It's an RBI single for Cole Fellows, and it's 3-0 Crawdads.
Keep it going. Keep that line moving. Guys are swinging it well. Just nice approach. Not trying to do too much. A couple of balls, ground balls, back up the middle. And it's 3-0.
That'll bring up Matt King, who's 1 for 1 as well. Crawdads 3-0 lead. First pitch to King. Pops it up over by us.
Uh-oh.
Actually might.
Uh-oh.
That's close. Gilliam makes the catch in foul territory. He is not a player that is eligible. I really thought it was going to come hit us.
I was ready for it.
I was not.
I was going to make that catch.
I have my glove somewhere on me.
I would have made that catch.
I was actually kind of scared. I'm not even going to lie. Because there's really nothing we can do there.
I mean, I was just going to protect my laptop. Was the big thing for me.
It's 3-0 Crawdads here in the second. The 0-1. King lines it right to third, and Joey Kramer's right there to snag it on a line for the third out. But the Crawdads score 2 more times on 3 hits, no errors, leave runner on. We'll head bottom 2, 3-0 Crawdads lead. It's a 3-0 Crawdad lead here in the bottom half of the second. Connor Sharpio, Ivan Bredauer, Cameron Nickens to hit. And you know what? We know as well as anyone, you can never be complacent against these Packers.
Hey, yeah, and hey, look, they haven't responded to much. You know, and the Mudcats kind of scored 5 and walked all over them.
First pitch curveball comes in and hits Sharpio. So the same way the first inning started as does the second.
Hey, yeah, you still gotta get 27 outs, right? Gotta keep pitching, gotta make good pitches, and this is a scary guy walking up to the plate.
Correction, in the top half of the second, Brian Duroff single, they did not count an RBI to him.
Really?
Here's Ivan Bredauer, who already has 5 home runs in just about a week of play. First pitch to him here is down low, good block by Helfrich, 1-0. Also 333 average, 12 runs batted in, but the Crawdads held him to 0 for 4 yesterday, in large part to the man sitting to our right, the Magic Man. The 1-0. Curveball down and away, good block by Helfrich, 2-0.
I kind of like this setup right now.
I'm glad you do.
Leg on the.
It's pretty comfortable.
I got a
Like
nice chair.
it's not bad. Just not the best angle. The 2-0. Red Hour takes right down the middle, 2-1.
Red Hour has had a monster summer for how long he's been here. Crawdads yesterday, like you said, great job putting him, getting him away. Big ground balls.
2-1. Good changeup, swung over the top of 2-2.
Just gotta find a way, paint the zone. A lot of swing and miss in his game, but there's also a lot of power in his game.
He is gigantic. 6'6".
Aaron Judge,
Yeah.
that's not a bad player comp.
2-2. Fouled straight back. Good fastball, it looks like, from Perry.
Yeah, looks like it had some life. Some sliders, changeups, curveballs. You know, you throw majority of those, majority junk. Bring the heat. Looks like it's, you know, a tick or two higher than what it really is. So doing a good job playing that fastball off the curveball.
No balls, two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here it comes. It is just a little low. Looked like the curveball, 3-2. What you don't want to do here is give the first 2 guys of the inning a free pass after
Yeah,
your team scores 2.
Can't do that.
See if Sharpio has any ideas of moving from first. Perry looks to him over there. Now comes set. 3-2 to Brett Hour. At the knees, called strike 3. Froze him with the curveball. It's the first strikeout for Perry in the first out of the second.
It's a big out. Big out. Now a ground ball ends the inning. And just a good pitch. Brett Hour, tall right-handed hitter. You know, at the knees, you know, to him, might seem like it's pretty low just because he is so tall, but you know, that caught the corner. Good pitch.
That'll bring up Cameron Nickens, who homered yesterday on the season. 344, CCL high, 6 home runs, 24 batted in. First pitch, fouled off. Pretty much straight back, nothing in one. Looked like the curveball.
Hey,
It's out in front, 0-1.
Cody Perry has been good against the Packers this year. One appearance, but went 2 innings, gave up just 2 hits, and had 3 strikeouts. A walk in there as well, but it was scoreless.
No balls and a strike. 2 Nickens. Again, a home run to dead center yesterday. If we see one there today, I'd be impressed. 0-1 is popped up to the right side. Could be trouble. Sprinting in is Brian Duroff. Looks like he has time, and he does to make the catch for the second out. We'll bring up the Crawdad killer, Joey Kramer, who is not followed up his CCL Player of the Year campaign with anything special, just hitting .257, 3 home runs, 21 batted in. But even in that, has killed the Crawdads already this year. 3 for 10, a home run, a double. Guy who hit 400 with a 1,200 OPS against Crawdads last 2 years. Watches the first pitch slider, down and away, 1-0. Not a guy you want to have to throw strikes to.
No, but hitting the first guy of the inning kind of forces you to do so.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. 1-1.
It's a good pitch. Keeping hitters off balance with the changeup. We saw Antoine Valerio do it yesterday. A lot of swing and misses on that changeup down below the zone. KP doing the same.
1-1. Slider down and away. Good block by Helfrich. I think what Perry's doing really well is everything is down in the zone.
Yeah, got to keep it down to these guys. If you hang something, yeah, short corner to left. Righties will pull it out of here.
2 balls and a strike to Kramer with the runner on first. 2 outs. Here it comes. He grounds it up the middle, but Matt King fields on a couple hops, flips to second base, and it's in time. Another shutdown inning for Cody Perry. We'll head to the 3rd inning where the Crawdads lead it 3-0. Just the third inning, but already a call to the bullpen, and you know what that means. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment. Tell me about Wyatt Tucker.
The 6'3", 215-pound righty from Texas A&M. 2-1 win-loss, 3 even ERA, making his eighth appearance of the summer. 24 innings pitched, 35 strikeouts, just 8 walks, only 19 hits. That whip at 1.18. Opponents hitting .221 off the right-hander, and hey, he was a scheduled starter for today.
He was. He's faced the Crawdads before. In that game, went 4 1/3 innings, gave up 3 runs. One of them was earned. 3 walks. Did strike out 4. He'll be facing Joey Donnelly, Max Farfan, Griffin Harrison. So I think the idea was to use Kirby as an opener today. Maybe throw off Brant Cummings a little bit. He knew we saw the starter scheduled Tucker. That game plan did not work. Joey Donnelly is 0 for 0 today. Walked in his first at bat. A really nice full count walk. First pitch from the righty, Tucker. Donnelly lines this one to first base under the glove of Bredauer into right field. Should be marked an error.
Probably will be. Bredauer, it's a ball that got to have right under the Easton glove and into right field.
That'll bring up Max Farfan, who's 0 for 0, but walked, drove in a run in the first inning.
Confirmed E3.
I believe that's the second error of the day. Actually,
It's only the first. I'm not exactly...
so they're actually giving Duroff a hit and an RBI in his last at bat. They changed it. First pitch to Farfan is down low, 1-0. So they retracted and then gave back the RBI.
Very interesting. Because only...
Yeah, it's weird. We're going to have it as a hit and an RBI for us. Donnelly dancing off first. He's got a CCL lead, 18 steals, trying to get that 19th. And
So
Tucker was not looking.
what I don't understand is how only 2 of the 3 runs were earned.
Farfan fouls a fastball back 1-1. I think because the thought is that had Duplantier made a good throw home,
That's not how that... Is that how that works?
I think it is, because if he had made a good throw home, the run would have been out at home. I'm not saying I agree with it, but
Yeah,
I think that's what they're thinking.
kind of sketchy.
I mean, it's home field advantage. The 1-1. Farfan fouls it back. Looked like the slider, 1-2.
Then that's kind of weak.
We've had some home field advantage things at Buena Vista as well. Not saying I agree with it. Either way, a leadoff error for Donnelly here, and it's a 1-2 count for Farfan to try to dig out of. 1-2 pitch. Farfan takes a curveball down low, 2-2. Farfan had a great at bat in his first at bat.
Yeah.
Saw a 3-2 count, fouled off a couple tough pitches.
It's down in the count. 1-2, 2-2, doesn't matter. Doesn't chase, not chasing.
The 2-2. Donnelly goes, pitches down and away, throw goes to second, and it's not even, there's no throw that's made. Donnelly's in with his league-leading 19th steal of the summer.
That's special. JD is special.
Again, Ryan Ellis and Coleman Schmidt led the CCL last year with 15 steals. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs to Farfan. Donnelly gets a lead off second. Tucker looks there, and the 3-2 is crushed to left field, but well foul.
Yeah. Cleaned it out.
Yeah.
Cleaned that thing out. Wow. Wasn't late.
And McDonald's going to talk to him about it. This is really the only game that matters for the Crawdads. I mean, in terms of the rest of the league. There's no scoreboard watching going on.
No. You know, you win out, you control your destiny. You win first place in the North. That's the goal.
3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. An error and a steal has Donnelly on second here in the third. 3-2 one more time. Farfan takes ball 4. Great at bat by Farfan once again.
That's back-to-back mature at-bats from Max Farfan. I love it. Not selfish, right? Just taking that, seeing that spin on that slider. It's a good slider from Wyatt Tucker. But Farfan got an even better eye.
That'll bring up Griffin Harrison and bring the corners in. Looks like they're expecting a bunt. We'll see what Harrison does. He struck out looking on 4 pitches, his first at bat. First pitch to him here. Harrison lines it to the right side. Foul, heads up. Nothing in 1.
Off a pole, ricochet.
So the final line for Devin Kirby today, the opener, 2 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, just a strikeout.
I don't get the 2 earned. Don't understand it.
I'm not saying I agree, but 0-1. Harrison flies it foul over us, nothing in 2. Nico Button ranging over to his left, he's gonna drop it.
Wow.
He goes to Cal, was doing the wide receiver thing. He kind of looked like a Cal wide receiver.
Dropping it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cal, one of the worst Division I football teams I've ever seen. The 0-2.
Oh.
In towards his head. It looks like it got him in the helmet. It did, and the bases are going to be loaded. He's all right. Looks scary, but he'll take a bases loaded.
Wow. Obviously not intentional, but anytime it runs up in that area, got him on the shoulder. Gets scary.
That'll bring up Ryder Helfrich with the bases loaded, still no outs. Crawdads have already scored 3 today, but this is their best chance to score today. Bases loaded, no outs. Helfrich at the dish, he's 1 for 1 after cracking a single to right field his last time. The infield is going to be in on the corners and back in double play depth on the middle. First pitch to Helfrich. He lines this one over the head of the first baseman into right field, a base hit. Coming home to score is Donnelly. Right behind him is Farfan. He will score. It's a 2-run single for Ryder Helfrich. It's 5-0 Crawdads. How's that for a pick to stick?
Pick to stick. That's crazy. But Ryder Helfrich, 2 for 2. Another great swing. It's tough to get the ball over the head of Ivan Bredauer at first base, but he did so successfully. And hit it just so hard. Hit it so hard that Bredauer didn't really have time to react. That's a great swing. Cash in for 2 RBIs. Oh, yeah, he's fitting in.
We got hit by a wiffle ball.
I got hit.
I also got hit by the wiffle ball.
No, you didn't.
It fully hit my shoulder, so
No.
you suck. It's fine.
Yeah, hey, did a job and kind of set up that whole inning. Right, allowed a runner into scoring position. And Ryder Helfrich, he came around to score.
First pitch to him here is grounded third, could be 2. Kramer goes to second, 1. Duro back to first. It's in time, a double play. So I think Finney hit it pretty hard, but it was just right at the third baseman.
Yeah, and just right at Joey Kramer and hit on the screws. Hit hard. But just unfortunately, like I said, right at Kramer. The twin killing does flip the lineup. There is a runner 90 feet away, and we've seen Wyatt Tucker a little bit all over the place in this inning. Look out for that wild pitch. So there's not a whole lot of room back there. But Harrison, some good speed. Never know. Fastball scores him.
Harrison on third, 2 down. First pitch to Ellis is up high, 1-0. Ellis 0 for 2. I said this in his last bat. 2 at-bats through 2 innings. You're feeling great. How about 3 through 3?
That's a sign that you're doing something right.
And 5 runs on the board on 6 hits. Crawdads are doing a lot right today. The 1-0. Ellis takes up high, 2-0. It still stands, though. Keep adding on.
Yes, absolutely. No run or no lead is big enough. Keep adding. It's fun.
2-0 to Ellis. Way up high, 3-0.
Haven't won here this year. Right? And little bird tells me that. Actually, I'll keep that for later.
Thank you.
I'll keep that for later.
I know exactly what you're going to say. 3 balls, no strikes for Ryan Ellis. The red light. Harrison on third, 3-0 from Tucker. Is at the knees on the outside, 3-1. Looked like he broke in the curveball.
Yeah, looked like it. 3-0. Ellis is aggressive. We know 3-0. He's not going to be swinging. Grant has made that clear. Good pitch. Now 3-1. Now it's time to get aggressive.
The 3-1 from Tucker. Ellis hits it high. Pretty deep, right center field. Going back as the right fielder at the warning track. He leaps and he makes the catch. Bravo. Looks like, I don't know if he took one away, but he definitely took away extra bases. A ball that just kind of kept flying. Crawdads, though, scored 2 more runs on a pair of hits, or excuse me, a hit, an error. They leave runner on. We'll head bottom 3, 5-0. Crawdads lead. It's the bottom half of the third inning. Crawdads lead 5-0. It's their largest lead against Healdsburg already this season. Here it's Blake McDonald, Jaden Duplantier, and then the top of the lineup to face Cody Perry, who's worked 2 very good innings. Here with a 5-0 lead. McDonald, the 276 hitter, a home run, 11 runs batted in, but that average would be a lot higher, would it not, for the 0 for 15 against the Crawdads this year. Grounds the first pitch right to Max Farfan, who scoops it up on the carpet, tosses easily over to first for the first out. 0 for 16 goes McDonald.
How about that? Look what happens when you don't hit the first batter of the inning on the first pitch. Nice little 5-3 put out for out number 1. It's big.
That'll bring up Jaden Duplantier, who's a 154 hitter, no home runs, 7 runs batted in. The bottom 2 in this lineup, a combined 0 for 23 now against Crawdads pitching. First pitch fouled off to the right, 0-1.
Get in on the hands. Cody Perry bringing the heat. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Perry works from the windup. The 0-1. Curveball drops in at the knees, 0-2.
Buckle him up, huh? Yeah. Fastball, Bayou, curveball, buckled, 0-2, put him away.
The 0-2 pitch from Cody Perry. The 9th battery's face, the 0-2, is swung on and missed. Second strikeout for Cody Perry, is the second out of the third.
Fastball right by him. Wow.
That'll bring up Robbie Hamchuk, who got hit by a pitch but then was promptly erased on a Hunter Duro double play. The 2 San Jose State teammates not really helping each other out there. Here in his second plate appearance. Now with the Crawdads leading 5-0. First pitch to Hamchuk is a little high and outside, 1-0. Perry, again, works from the windup with no one on, as most starters do. The 1-0. Grounded past third, but foul, 1-1.
Hey, good bounce back right there. Get back in it. Close ball, called a ball, foul ball. Now you're evened up at 1-1. Go to that change up, get another weak ground ball. Let's see.
Perry, the 1-1. Curveball, line straight back, 1-2. So Cody Perry's doing a great job of just being a strike thrower. He's feeding the strike zone.
Yeah, 15 strikes, 8 balls, getting ahead.
Pitch count is still very low. The 0-2 from Perry is grounded to second base. Ryan Ellis gets a big second hop. Will kick the left leg up and throw to first, and it's in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Cody Perry. We'll head to the top of the 4th. It's 5-0 Crawdads. Crawdads lead 5-0 here in the top half of the 4th inning. It's Brian Duroff, Cole Fellows, and Matt King against Wyatt Tucker. Cody Perry's been great through 3 innings, has struck out a pair. 5-6-0, Crawdads runs, hits, errors. 0-0-2 for the Packers. First pitch to Duroff is flipped back of second base, could be trouble. Duro going back, goes to his backhand. It's going to drop for a base knock. Unbelievable. 3 for 3 day for Brian Duroff. We're only in the 4th.
Hey, that's how you know things are going well. In, On the hands, off the plate, flip it back up the middle. Yeah, line drive in the books. That ball has hit 110 if you're looking at my scorebook.
Here's Cole Fellows, who's 1 for 2, an RBI single. Brinder off, 3 for 3. Cole, left-handed hitter against the righty Tucker. First pitch. Fellows swings through a fastball at the top of the zone, 0-1. 7th hit through 5 innings for the Crawdads.
It's pretty good. Keep it going. I don't want this party to end.
The 0-1 is a pickoff move, but back in at first is Brian Duroff.
Hey, BD, your left shoe is untied.
Brian Duroff's left shoelace is untied, but it looks like he'll play on. Here's the 0-1 from Tucker to Fellows. Fellows takes at the knees, 0-2. Brian needs to call timeout. Unless he's, confident in running with the shoelaces untied.
Doesn't matter. This guy's locked in, laser focused.
He's a bad boy for life.
Oh, yeah.
It's his walk-up song. No balls, 2 strikes to Cole Fellows. Duroff on first, 5-0 Crawdads lead. The 0-2. Fellows taps it to the right side. Duro gets a big second hop, but he flubs it, and there's going to be no play at first. The throw is low. Fellows beats it out. It's an E4. The Crawdads have runners on first and second with nobody out.
Okay. All right. Yeah, keep it going. Put the ball in play. Errors will be made.
The big knock on Hunter Duro this year at San Jose State is, what's his position? Is he a third baseman? Is he a second baseman? Can they stick him at first? Do they have to play him in the outfield? I mean, he was poor at third base the first time these two teams played. Got kicked over to second. Has been not great there.
Things to work on.
It's coming back to hurt him. Here's Matt King, who's hit 2 balls very hard. First pitch to him here. He's on the outside with a slider, 0-1.
Matt King, one of those guys, gets behind in that count, doesn't matter. Professional hitter right here. Got that little bat waggle, that confident stance.
0-1. Swung on and missed. Good slider. Fooled him, 0-2.
Yeah, good one. Tucker's been struggling a little bit. Played that slider well off the heater.
No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Crawdads lead by 5. Tucker looks to second, now the 0-2. King watches his curveball down low, bounces off the helmet of McDonald. He can't find it. Both runners are going to move up. It's a wild pitch, and the Crawdads have runners on second and third, still nobody down.
Wow.
Yeah?
Now a base hit. How about it?
Home run.
Yeah.
Actually, no, just a base hit. Keep
like
the line moving.
It's just like, 7 runs on 9 hits, 8 hits. That's awesome.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. King chops it too short. Duplantier gets a big second hop. Can't find it in his glove, but he throws to first in time. The run comes home to score. It's a 6-3 putout, but it's 6-0 Crawdads.
That's the successful at-bat. It's an RBI. It's a 6-0 lead. Wow. Wow.
That'll bring up Joey Donnelly, who's 0 for 1, reached on a walk and an error. Bats here with the runner on second. Still just 1 out for the Crawdads. They've scored in every inning so far.
I like that strategy.
First pitch to Donnelly. Up and away, but called a strike, 0-1. I also like that strategy.
Yeah, Wyatt Tucker was pretty solid the last time Crawdads faced him. Gave up 3 runs, only 1 was earned. 4 in the third innings.
The 0-1. Line drive, base hit, left center field. Here comes Fellows for the plate. There's going to be a throw, but it's going to be cut off. It is 7-0 Crawdads.
Wow. Fellows didn't score.
Fellows didn't score?
No.
Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, I know. I drew the little
I
box.
thought he was there. Okay. Joey got robbed of an RBI. Okay, my bad.
Better score because I already drew the box.
Hey, shout out Ryan Delaney for pointing that out to both of us.
Well, I saw him, and I'm like, was there another runner on base? And I'm looking at my book, and there's not.
Here's Max Farfan, who's walked twice today. Both have been huge. First pitch to him here. He swings and misses at a fastball, 0-1. And Farfan, I think, has evolved so much as a player that at the start of the year, it felt like if he swung through an 0-1 fastball, not saying the at-bat was over, but it felt like a hole. Now it feels like he can battle back from anything.
Absolutely.
0-1. Farfan fouls a fastball straight back to the screen, so already timing it up better, 0-2.
Seen him in some 2-strike counts today. Both times he's gone full. See him work back, battle back, foul off some pitches. Keep working, keep going.
No balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Runners on the corners for the Crawdads, who lead by 6. Runner goes from first, pitches up high. McDonald's going to throw low to second. It's not in time. Here comes the runner for the plate. He scores, and now it's 7-0 Crawdads. Joey Donnelly is 20th steal of the year. It's the 4th time the Crawdads have successfully stolen home, and it's 7-0.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Hey, he's super Herman.
It's a ball and 2 strikes to Farfan. Tucker sets. The 1-2 is going to be a spin and a look back to second. We'll do it again.
I did not have a 7-0 ball game in the 4th inning on my bingo card.
A ball, 2 strikes, and an out. Here to Farfan. Tucker looks to second, and the 1-2 is on the outside corner, called strike 3. It's the first strikeout for Wyatt Tucker, and the second out of the 4th.
And he just froze him with that slider. A good one. Starts at the hip, ends a strike. That's a very, very nice, well-located pitch from Wyatt Tucker.
Here's Griffin Harrison, who in the last inning was behind 0-2 and then got hit in the head by a fastball. Runner on second here, 2 outs, first pitch. Harrison lines it straight back, was sitting on that fastball, 0-1.
Yeah, why not? Fastball, curveball. Curveball's kind of been all over the place. We've seen a couple of good ones scattered out, scattered around, but sit that heater. Get on that fastball.
The 0-1. Harrison takes up and in again with the fastball, 1-1. Packers pitching has just not been good today.
No.
Still a lot of baseball to be played. The Crawdads have had bigger leads than this that they've relinquished, but in a good spot here. Leading 7-0, runner on second, 2 down. The 1-1. Harrison takes up and away with a slider. No help from McDonald behind the plate, 2-1.
Yeah, you just got to keep adding on. Keep putting up these good at-bats. Don't chase. Crawdads have not chased today, and that's really been the biggest thing that I've seen.
The 2-1. Harrison whiffs at a fastball, 2-2.
Love that from Tucker. Behind in the count. Trying to get back into it a little bit. Here's the fastball. Let's go. Buckle up.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild here in the 4th. Runner on second. Donnelly, good speed over there. The 2-2 to Harrison. Donnelly goes. Pitch is up high. McDonald's going to fake a throw to third. There's going to be no throw, but the runner's going to be moved back to second as it looks like the umpire was hit when the catcher McDonald reared back to throw to third.
Wow.
McDonald hit the umpire, so it's
Wow.
umpire interference. Pitch counts as a ball, says the first base umpire. Shout out the guy with the great stash.
And some nice tattoos.
Can you ask him what his name is? Dean Poteet? Thank you, Dean. Appreciate it.
Wow.
I remember him from being here in Healdsburg.
Wow, okay.
Dean, can you sign after the game? Thank you. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Harrison. Here's the 3-2 from Tucker. See if Donnelly runs again. The 3-2. Harrison hits it high and deep left field. Going back is the left fielder at the warning track. Nickens reaches up, and he makes the catch on the run. Harrison clobbered it to left, but it didn't matter. The Crawdads, though, scored 2 more times. On a pair of hits and error, they leave a runner on. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 7-0, Crawdads lead. Bottom half of the 4th inning here from the Berg, and the Crawdads lead it 7-0. You know, we talked about this already. Was not looking for this on my bingo card today.
Yeah, no, not at all, but hey, I'll take it. Absolutely.
First pitch curveball, he was way out in front, was Damian Bravo, and he swings through it 0-1.
Keep going, though.
Cody Perry through 3 innings has allowed just a pair of base runners on a pair of hit by pitches. Of course, no walks, no hits, a couple strikeouts. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. Good changeup, 0-2.
Hey, the Prune Packers have struggled with the righty changeup. Lario, Harry, kind of the primary is that changeup.
Perry steps off the mound. His 2 strikeouts have come looking to Ivan Bredauer and a 3-pitch uno dos adios to Jaden Duplantier. Here the second time through the lineup against Perry. He nods his head, and the 0-2. Fastball up high, ball and 2 strikes.
29 pitches to this point.
Is that good? Perry's 1-2 is tapped to the left side over the Healdsburg dugout. We'll do it again. Marco Luciano's making his debut tonight.
Is he?
He is.
Good for the kid.
A ball and 2 strikes. No outs here. This one's tapped slowly to third base. Could be trouble, and Farfan's going to watch it. Tick foul. We'll do it again.
We got a foul ball. That's a good call right there.
Cade Cushing doing his best umpire impression over by us.
It's a good one.
Dean Potey says, good umpire impression.
Yeah,
Dean knows. He's
an umpire.
He's an umpire.
Dean. I'm just writing Dean at first base.
Dean Potey.
Nah.
You don't have to write the last name. I'm just saying what it is.
Dean.
The 1-2. Perry delivers a curveball off the outside, 2-2. Bravo flew out to center field in his first at bat, so he's 0 for 1. 2-2. Fastball.
Oh.
Called the ball. Just below the knees, 3-2.
Love that pitch. Cody Perry, I mean, the fastball low at the knees today, changeup low below the knees, curveball, same deal, working at that bottom third of the zone.
3-2. Tapped foul, good curveball, and a good job to stay alive. We'll do it again.
That's frustrating to not get that call to strike because really, really, really good pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Perry to Damian Bravo. Crawdads lead at 7-0 here in the 4th. 3 ball, 2 strike pitch. One more time is just a little inside, ball 4.
Hate to lose an 8-pitch battle between Cody Perry and Damian Bravo, but finally does. Bravo worked his way on.
That'll bring up Hunter Dureau, who grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up. Let's do it again. Run it back. Runner on first, no outs. Perry to Dureau. First pitch. Ground ball to the right side and through the glove of Joey Donnelly into right field. Moving from first to third is Bravo as Duroff picks it up in right field. I think it'll be ruled a hit. Couldn't really see it.
It was hit pretty hard. Donnelly maybe had a chance at it. We'll wait for the official ruling, but I want that one to be called an error. You know what I know.
Runners on the corners, no outs, so Perry's going to have to work. We'll see what it's called. We're waiting. We're waiting. Either way, here's Connor Sharpio, who got hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Runners on the corners. First pitch to Sharpio is swung on and missed, 0-1.
Taking a big rip, huh?
We're waiting.
I got it.
You did?
I'm
Oh, I
logged
got
on.
you. I got you. The 0-1. Hit high, shallow right field, right at Brian Duroff. Bravo will tag from third. Ranging over is Duroff. Here comes his throw to the plate. It is offline and cut off by Donnelly. And it's 7-1. Final ruling, single.
Ace hit, so there goes the no-hitter. And the shutout. Oh. Brutal.
But you know what? The runner is erased from third. And with a 7-run lead, you can afford to have a play like that.
Yeah, sure. But, get a ground ball here. Get a ground ball, get out of the inning, get the bats back up.
Here's Ivan Bredauer, who struck out in his first at bat. A really nice at bat by Perry last time. First pitch popped up, sky high on the infield. I don't know if anyone can see it, but Matt King looks like he does, and he does to make the catch for the second out.
Jeez, one touched the heavens. High, King. Very good on those, you know, high infield pop-ups. Ranges a little bit to his left, a little back, and made the catch. Nice.
That'll bring up Cameron Nickens, who's 0 for 1, flew out to Brinderoff his last time. First pitch from Perry. Slider down low, 1-0. Cody Perry has been pretty electric today.
It's brilliant.
Brilliant. The 1-0. Lined over the head of Max Farfan into left field. That's a base knock as it goes towards the line, and just kidding, it's a foul ball.
Foul ball.
It's so hard to broadcast from here.
Yeah, it's tough.
Do you remember that iPhone game, Where's My Water?
With little,
The alligator?
Alligator, yeah, I do remember that.
Just thinking about that as I was looking for my water.
I liked, I mean, there was this iPhone game I used to play on my dad's iPhone 4. It was, Frogs.
Frogs?
Yeah.
1-1 is grounded to the left side. Matt King's got it, goes to second and records the out there for the final out. So 4 innings for Cody Perry, just 1 hit allowed. That one comes in this frame as a run comes home to score as well. We'll head top 5. Crawdads still lead it 7-1. Top half of the 5th inning, it'll be Ryder Helfrich to lead it off. He's 2 for 2 to start his day with a pair of runs batted in. Pick the stick.
Yeah, it was a good time to choose him, huh? 2 for 2, 2 RBIs, he scored a run. Oh, yeah.
Crawdads catchers came in today hitting 3 for 17 with 7 strikeouts against Healdsburg. Today, 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Looking to make it 3 for 3 with Wyatt Tucker on the mound. The first pitch to Helfrich is a curveball that drops towards the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, way to turn the table, Ryder. Oh boy, make a change.
The 0-1. Helfrich watches a curveball below the knees, a ball and a strike. Seven to 1, Crawdads lead here in the 5th. 1-1. Helfrich swings through a fastball, 1-2.
A little bit late, but a good hack. Love that.
It's pretty rare that you see Helfrich swing through a fastball, be late on a fastball. 1-2. Helfrich strikes Snow, takes down and away.
Yeah, a lot of the time it's the opposite, early on the fastball. Pounding into the ground. Not today. That opposite field approach, a couple of line drives, love it.
2-2. Helfrich strikes out swinging. It's the second strikeout for Wyatt Tucker, just a high fastball. Got it past him at the top of the zone.
Yeah, it's a good pitch, a couple of sliders low and away, and he probably had him sitting on something like that. Maybe a fastball low, had that fastball that Starts at the top of the zone. Looks like it rides up. Good pitch. Tough one to lay off.
Here's Emmett Finney, who's 0 for 2. First pitch to him here is high and tight, brushes him back, spins away from it, 1-0. Emmett has grounded out to third twice, but he's hit the ball hard once, very hard. Down low, yes he did, says the home plate umpire. 1-1.
All right.
Didn't think so.
No, not at all. Wasn't even close.
It's Tyler Blair.
His dad getting raps.
1-1. Swung through a slider this time, 1-2. His dad is getting us wraps tomorrow.
Yes.
Hey, so what?
Bikes today. Wraps tomorrow. Yes. Free food. Yes.
Eat dinner at my house tomorrow night.
Wow. Oh my God.
You're on fire.
This is awesome.
1-2. Finney lines this one to right field, but that's going to drop foul. We'll do it again.
Get out there. Get it out. Get out. Throw the baseball.
And it's at the beach. He's not.
A ball and 2 strikes to Finney. 1 out here in the 5th. The 1-2. Finney pops it up back behind the plate. Good at bat. Good hack. He's staying alive. Keep it going.
Yeah.
Find something you can drive and drive it.
Pitch coming up. Be even more than that because point streak's pretty much behind.
The 1-2. Finney strikes out swinging. Good fastball from Tucker. It's the second out here in the 5th.
Back-to-back Ks for Wyatt Tucker, both on that fastball, elevated above the zone. Just a good pitch, right? Struggling a little bit, but foul balls, you stay in it, you keep competing in and around the zone, and you know, Wyatt Tucker, we know he's going to get swings and misses. We just know that.
Here's Ryan Ellis, who is 0 for 3. He's due. First pitch. Ellis pops one foul off to the left, 0-1.
First time today he swung at the first pitch. And back in the first inning, I think he took strike 1. There we go. That's Ellis I know. Swinging early.
He took one to the warning track his last time, out and right. The 0-1. Ellis takes down and away, 1-1. Still has been on base in every game he's played in this year.
It's not reached base yet.
Yeah.
Come on, Ellie.
The 1-1. Ellis lines it straight back. He's sitting on that fastball, 1-2.
Just that one a touch behind. Looked like a pretty good swing. Just yeah, a little late, a little under it. Still like the cut. Get that bat head out in front, and definitely has the pop to get one out of here. At least to right.
1-2. Ellis skies it to left field. Cameron Nickens, the left fielder, has a beat on it in straightaway left field. 2 hands makes the catch for the third out. The first time that the Crawdads have gone down 1-2-3 today sends us to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Still 7-1. Crawdads lead. Cody Perry is back out for his 5th inning of work, and you know what? He's been very, very economical. We don't have his pitch out right now because point streak is crazy, but low.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around 36.
First pitch to Joey Kramer, drops in on the outside, a big 12-6, 0-1.
That plays.
He's at, that was pitch number 35.
I was close.
Or 33, sorry. Still close.
Still close.
The 0-1 is down low. And actually, I completely lied. I just completely can't math. I was 43.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm like,
I thought
The 1-1 from Perry to Kramer is spiked fastball, 2-1.
You were good at math.
Well, so I was just gonna say, I'm good at math. Like
Are you?
I'm solid at math. It's just impossible to do math when you're on a headset.
No.
Yeah, 3 put out. Joey Donnelly has struggled at first base, but makes a beautiful pick facing the sun for the first out.
Hey, nice play by Max Farfan. And credit the assist to Joey Donnelly on the other end, digging it out of the dirt. Yeah, no assist, but nice play.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'll bring up Joey Donnelly. Nope, it won't. Joey Donnelly just made that play at first.
Wow.
Bring up Blake McDonald Lee. As Joey Gomes is gonna argue at first. Let me hold on. Let me go to the replay. Oh yeah, no, he was out.
Yeah, he was out. Yeah.
Hold on, let me check once again. Oh, yeah, he was out. But this is a good time for a look around the CCL. And this look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tour. Small enough to care, large enough to compete. Sonoma Bay Area, all knotted up at 1. Slow and Academy, all knotted up at 0. Solano leads Lincoln 3-1 in the second. That's big for the Crawdads. And Arroyo Seco and OC at the Great Park, tied at 0 in the first. First pitch to Blake McDonald is lined to left center field. That's going to drop in left field for a base knock in front of Fellows. Excuse me, definitely not left center. But sun is right in our faces.
Yeah, sun doesn't seem to be affecting me all that much, but it's really the first hard hit ball allowed by Cody Perry tonight.
Try to talk. Here's Jaden Duplantier, swings through a curveball, 0-1. You're on, by the way, so don't say anything mean.
I don't do that. What? You've been mean to me today.
No balls and a strike from Perry. Duplantier fouls it back, 0-2. Duplantier struck out on 3 pitches in his first at-bat, so he's trying to avoid the same here. Some action in the Crawdads bullpen. It's a Gaucho legend.
Vaquero legend.
No balls, 2 strikes and an out to Duplantier. Here it comes. It is off the outside with a curveball, 1-2.
No, I think you were really rude to me earlier today. You know, making fun of my calls really hurt me.
Perry looks to the plate, now looks to first. The 1-2 is
Got him.
called strike 3 at the knees on the outside. It's the 3rd strikeout for Cody Perry. 2 of them have come to Jate.
Here in the 5th. Just Cody Perry. Awesome tonight.
That'll flip the lineup card to Robbie Hamchuk, who is 0 for 1, grounded into a fielder's choice, grounded into a ground out, and then also got hit by a pitch. First pitch is missed by Ryder Helfrich. It's going to be a pass ball that moves the runner up to second.
Yeah, he's trying to frame it before he had it. Been there, done that, happens, move on.
Bird catching is a thankless job.
Yeah, it definitely is, because you can make, you can block a whole bunch of balls like Helfrich has done, and then kind of get, scrutinized for letting one get past.
A ball and no strikes to the leadoff hitting Hamchuk. Here it comes. It's in on the hands and off the fists. It's the 2nd time Hamchuk's been hit by a pitch today. So Hamchuk's going to take the long, slow walk to first.
Crazy.
Brant Cummings is going to head to the mound. I would assume he's keeping Cody Perry in here. Ryan Troy is loose in the bullpen. But Brant loves to do this with 2 outs and 2 guys on, and just go talk to his pitcher, have a little conversation.
Hey, it doesn't hurt, right? Settle him back in a little bit after a base hit and a hit by pitch. Get back in the zone. Relax. Get a ground ball, get out of the inning. Don't have to strike everyone out.
Damian Bravo will be the hitter. He's really the best RBI guy on this team, really one of the best in the league. Bats here with 2 on, 2 out. top half of the 6th inning. Brian Duroff will lead off, and he's going to try to make it a Wendy's. Did you get it?
No.
He's 3 for 3. Another hit would make him
4 for 4. Wow.
3 for 3 starts today, an RBI.
It's bad.
Crawdads lead 7-1.
Bad.
First pitch, Duroff watches a curveball down and away, 1-0.
Standing O for that man right there. Standing O.
Yeah, he was electric. The 1-0. Duroff lines it straight back. It's off of McDonald behind the plate, and he's down to a knee. Looks like he's all right. It's 1-1.
That old iPhone game that I was talking about was Pocket Frogs.
I don't remember it. What
Leave
did
a
you do?
If you discover, collect, trade, and breed over 35,000 unique frogs on your iOS device, anytime, anywhere.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Can Pocket Frogs sponsor us?
Don't know about that, but hey, leave a comment if you played that because I remember staple of my childhood.
The 1-1. On the outside with the fastball, 1-2. I'll tell you, I think our demographic was not big
Probably
Pocket
not.
Frog players.
Yep.
Justin is going to comment something right now. I have a. Oh, just kidding. I didn't say anything. He didn't hear anything.
Okay.
1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs to Duroff. Tucker's 1-2 is up high, ball 2.
Yeah, Pocket Frogs was awesome.
Two. Duroff spits on a curveball down low, 3-2.
They've it's different from when I last played it.
Are you playing it right now?
No, I'm just looking.
3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Duroff, his 4th at bat of the game. 3-2. Down low, ball 4. What an at bat by Brian Duroff. He's on for his 4th time today.
It's not the hit that he was looking for, but he'll take the walk. It counts the same. It's 90 feet. And, hey, good start. Good start to the inning.
That'll bring up Cole Fellows, who's also reached base 3 times, though he's done it a different variety, an error, a single, and a fielder's choice. So officially just 1 for 3. First pitch to him here is lined straight back, 0-1. Here in the 6th inning, and for, knock on wood, but for a game with a combined 8 runs, solid pace. Pickoff move, Duroff's back in with a head-first dive. The 0-1 to Fellows. Way up high, 1-1. I am hungry.
Yeah, I had, a full Ike sandwich. I feel like I had something else today, too. I don't know. You know what it was? Fairlife chocolate milk. That's what I had.
1-1. Fellows takes the slider down low, 2-1.
Those are good.
Weird. I can never tell which buttons are on or off because when we're not in the shade.
Oh.
My bad.
Was I?
No, we're good. We're A-okay. 2-1 to Fellows. Just a little tight. 3-1 with a fastball. I don't know. What can we talk about?
I mean, the Fairlife.
Yeah,
chocolate milk.
tell me all about
It's
it.
awesome. 250 calories, 33 grams of protein or something like that. They're good.
3-1. Fellows lines it straight back. Good cut on a good fastball. 3-2.
Come across the strawberry ones, highly recommend. The chocolate ones are good, but they leave a weird taste in my mouth, and I still kind of have that taste, and I had it 7 hours ago. The strawberry ones kind of just keep me fresh. Really good.
Pickoff move. Duroff's in at first again. We'll do it again.
Really, really, really solid milk.
7-1. Crawdads lead here in the 6th. I'm not a big milk guy.
You know what? Everyone has to try some Fairlife.
3-2. Line drive softly, but right at the shortstop, Duplantier, who makes the catch for the first out. This game, I don't think we can overstate how important it is for the Crawdads.
Yeah, no, not. I mean, game and a half back, right? No team has, really come into Healdsburg and been able to beat them. The Potters did it not too long ago, but I think that's the only other time this year.
Yeah, they're 25-2 at home. Their only 2 home losses come in the last week. First pitch to Matt King is fouled off to the right, 0-1. King is 1 for 3 today, but has driven in a run and has hit the ball hard all 3 times.
Yeah, you look back to that line out in the second inning, just right at Joey Kramer.
Maybe the hardest hit ball all day.
Yeah.
The 0-1 to King. Long wait, and the pitch is popped up, right side, foul, 0-2.
All right, time to protect. Last at bat for King, grounded out into the 6-3. It was in an 0-2 count. See him work around here. Foul some tough pitches off, see some balls. This at bat up in the pitch count.
The 0-2 from Tucker. Way up high, ball 1.
Maybe the setup pitch. Maybe we'll see a curveball. Maybe we'll go back up to the fastball. Hitting's a tough game.
Pickoff moved her off just back in at first. We'll do it again. A long hold. Now Tucker's 1-2 is on the outside corner. Called strike 3. It's 4 strikeouts for Wyatt Tucker. It's the second out here in the 6th.
Just frozen. Right down the middle and frozen. Good pitch. Looks like Tucker settled in.
Here's Joey Donnelly, who's reached base 3 times. A walk, an error, and a single. So he's 1 for 2 officially. Has stolen his 19th and 20th bases of the summer. First pitch to him here is a little outside. 1-0.
Speed demon.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tucker sets at the belt and the 1-0. Now the 1-0. Now the 1-0 is in by the feet, and it kicks up on Donnelly. You thought they were going to call it a hit by pitch, but they don't. It's 2-0.
Is the bus stopping for food after?
I don't know, but the good news is neither of us have to drive.
It's true.
2-0. Donnelly grounds this one to the right side. Hunter Duro fields it on the carpet. Will toss to Duplantier, covering second, and retire the side. Crawdads go down 1, 2, 3, 4 after a leadoff walk. They strand her off on first. We'll head to the bottom half of the 6th. It's 7-1 Crawdads.
He is pitching to, there we go, a 7.5 ERA. Really, that first outing, a tough one. Since then, has been very, very solid. 18 innings, 22 strikeouts. The 17 walks, still really, really high, 2.3 whip, but he's working on it. He's getting there ever so slowly. The fastball's starting to tick back up. It's a chance to be a stopper.
He'll face 3, 4, 5. It's Hunter Duro, Connor Sharpio, and Ivan Bredauer. One of them is future teammate.
Oh, yeah. IB. RT versus IB. Ivan Bredauer. Coming up.
On the day, Hunter Duro is 1 for 2, is grounded into a double play, and then singled in his last at bat. Leads off the 6th inning against Ryan Troy. First pitch that he throws is at the knees on the outside.
Shown that he caught it. Umpire said nope, it dropped. Still had time to recover, go to first. And 2 pitches, 1 out.
Final line for Cody Perry. He was terrific. 5 innings, just 2 hits, a run, no walks, 4 strikeouts.
Good job.
Here's Connor Sharpio. First pitch check swing on a slider, but he went around, 0-1.
All right, Ryan Troy, 2 pitches, 2 first pitch strikes. Attaboy.
Sharpio 0 for 0 today. Swings at a slider, 0-2. Is way out in front. Got the chase. No balls, 2 strikes and an out. Ryan Troy on the bump to Connor Sharpio. A sac fly and a hit by pitch. The 0-2. Slider just a little outside and a little low, 1-2.
Love that double up on the slider. Just little low, little outside maybe. Good pitch.
The 1-2. Crushed to left field. That's going to drop for a foul ball. I just can't see it.
It was impossible.
Sorry.
Not blaming you.
No, I'm apologizing to everyone else.
Just be better then.
Cool. A ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 7-1. Crawdads lead by 6 here in the 6th. Troy looks in. Comes set at the belt. The 1-2. Fastball, a little outside, 2-2.
Not a bad pitch. In, around the zone. That's the big thing for Troy. Here, 2-2. Or change up.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Pitch to Sharpio is a slider. Good take, 3-2.
All right. Now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Don't want to lose him. Do not want to lose him. He's going to, get on, make him earn it.
No walks today for the Crawdads, but a pair of hit by pitches. 3-2 is lined softly to shortstop. Coming in is Matt King. He makes the grab for the 2nd out.
And that's going to be some firewood later. Oh, yeah, splinter that thing. Get in on the hands, fastball, break that bat. 2 up, 2 down. Oh, yeah.
That'll bring up Ivan Bredauer, who's 0 for 2. Crawdads have held him to 0 for 6 in his 2 games, facing his future UC Santa Barbara teammate. First pitch to Bredauer is a slider off the outside, 1-0. Now, I think with a 7 or 6 run lead, this is a good time to mention one of the cool little stats that I brought up before the game. So Healdsburg, coming into this game, overall, one of the best teams offensively in the CCL, an 897 OPS. The 1-0. Bredauer watches a curveball that drops in 1-1. Are you familiar with Pete Browning?
No.
So he was the namesake of the Louisville Slugger.
Okay.
Went to the bat factory, basically said, hey, I need a new bat. They named it after him. The 1-1 is on the outside, but call the ball, 2-1.
Okay.
And obviously, if he named the Louisville Slugger, he's got to be a good hitter, right? So everyone else in the CCL basically turns the Packers into prime Pete Browning.
Okay.
2-1. Line drive over the head of Ryan Ellison into right field, a base hit. Now, on the opposing end, are you familiar with Nate Shearholtz?
No.
Average at best baseball player for the Giants. Was the featured piece in the Hunter Pence trade
Wow.
to the Giants. Local guy actually went to Chabot.
Okay.
Brian Duroff broke his single-season home runs record.
Wow.
So,
How about that, BD?
but in the MLB, he was not very good.
Okay.
Career 706 OPS.
It's not terrible.
No, but it's okay.
It's average.
And it's nowhere near what Pete Browning did.
Okay.
Crawdads turn the Healdsburg Prune Packers from Pete Browning to Nate Shearholtz. First pitch tapper by Cameron Nickens, 0-1.
So,
Crawdads pitching has been good. No other team has held Healdsburg to a batting average this year under 318. Crawdads coming into today, 253. No team has held Healdsburg to under an 863 OPS. Crawdads coming into today, 700. 0-1 slider and a big whiff on the frisbee, 0-2.
okay, the more you know. Nice.
See the dab? 0-2, check swing on a slider. Did he go?
Oh.
No, says
Wow.
Dean. 1-2.
Boo. Hits it, it's a double. Wow.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 6th. 7-1 Crawdads lead. The 1-2. High chopper to the left side. Matt King will charge, field, throw to first on the run. It's in time to retire Cameron Nickens and retire the 6th inning. No runs, a hit, no errors. A runner left on led to the top half of the 7th. 7-1 Crawdads lead. Top half of the 7th inning. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment. It's the new lefty. It's Grant Stevens.
Grant Stevens making his first appearance of the summer for the Crawdads, the left-handed pitcher that bats righty from just, you know, just correct me, it's fine.
Be right.
Well,
Do your prep.
buddy,
Here's
to the
Max.
roster an hour ago.
Here's Max Farfan. First pitch to Farfan is popped up, shallow right field, could be trouble. Duro goes back, Bravo comes in, Bravo's gonna dive, and it's in front of him, a base knock. Farfan's heading for second. Duro's up with it in right field, his throw's gonna come to second, it's late. It's a double for Max Farfan.
Hey, anyway, bloop double. He will take it. It's not a homer. I'm not gonna be too thrilled, but double is good. Max, if you come back and listen to this later, doubles are good.
That'll bring up Griffin Harrison, who's 0 for 2, but has had a couple really good at-bats. Farfan's on second. First pitch. Harrison takes a fastball on the outside, 0-1.
It's loading.
So I think our scoreboard operator, Jake, called that an error. 0-1 curveball on the outside, 0-2.
And shouldn't be.
No, that was a clean hit.
Yeah.
No, it was just error marked.
Just
So,
terrible.
I'll let Jake know. The 0-2. Harrison takes a curveball in off his back foot. It's the second time he's been hit today as he spins the bat around. And there's runners on first and second, no outs.
All right, well, it's been a while since they've scored. They scored 2 in the 4th. They've gone kind of quietly since then. So good opportunity here. Ryder Helfrich, hot stick, good chance. Oof.
Here's Ryder Helfrich. Helfrich, again, like you mentioned, a pair of hits already today. Also struck out swinging in his last at bat. First pitch. Helfrich takes up and in 1-0.
Would like to mention there's a new shortstop in the ballgame. It's Travis Sanders replacing Jaden Duplantier.
Look at you.
Yep.
Look at you.
Yep.
1-0 to Helfrich. Popped back, 1-1.
Yep.
So I'm assuming that's a straight sub.
Yes. Shout out point streak.
Yeah. The 1-1. Helfrich watches a curveball. Missed a little high, 2-1.
Good pitch. Looks pretty good.
Two balls and a strike. Farfan on second, Harrison on first. 2-1. Helfrich hits it high and deep, right center field, sending the center fielder back at the track. He will reach up and make the catch. Farfan's going to tag and head for third. He's in there standing. It's a ball that was just tattooed. But at the end of the day, an out.
Yeah. Successful. Max,
By the way, for Farfan.
which is brutal.
Here's Emmett Finney, runners on the corners, 1 out. First pitch, Finney fouls it back into McDonald, 0-1. Seven to 1, Crawdads lead. Come on.
Still no numbers on Grant Stevens, by the way.
This year? This summer?
It's loading.
He hasn't pitched this summer.
Talking about at Pacific.
Oh. The 0-1. Finney watches a slider at the knees on the outside. 0-2. Come on. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on the corners. The 0-2. Is a pickoff move to first. That looked a little something.
I was commenting on Sean Fitzpatrick, his Instagram post.
What was it?
He's
Commitment?
announcing his commitment.
Forks up. Pickoff move. Back in at first is Harrison. Sean Fitzpatrick has announced his commitment. Fireworks going off. It's time for some Finney fireworks. The 0-2 to Finney. Swing and a miss. Fastball back into the glove of McDonald. It's first strikeout for Stevens.
Needed it. Big time needed it.
Runners on the corners with 1 out, or with 2 outs for Ryan Ellis. Ellis 0 for 4. Don't see that too often.
No, we don't.
It's here with runners on the corners, 2 down. 7-1 Crawdads lead. First pitch to Ellis is tapped to the right side. Hunter Duro will scoop it up and lob it over to first, but Brett Auer drops it at first. It's an error on Brett Auer. He lost it in the sun. Everything is going the Crawdads' way, and it's 8-1 Dads.
Get on base any way possible. He'll take it. That he's appeared in.
What?
That he's appeared in.
Yes, correct. Stupid stream is cutting in and out.
No.
That'll hand the stick to Brian Duroff, who's already got 3 hits on the day.
Go BD, make it hurt.
2 down. First pitch to Duroff is tapped slowly to the left side. Travis Sanders will charge. He's going to throw to first, and this one, Ivan Brettauer is able to catch for the 3rd out. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. After we stretch, it's 8-1 Crawdads lead. Bottom half of the 7th inning, and we've got a guest for one last time on the broadcast today. Sean Fitzpatrick. It's your call. Whatever you want to do, Carson. Fitzy, well, first let's play the game. First pitch to Joey Kramer is tapped to the left side. Max Farfan launches a big hop into his glove, but it's foul, 0-1. Okay, so, I mean, first I feel like we have to just, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done this summer. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being so wonderful with us.
No, thank y'all. This was one of the best experiences of my life. I'll forever remember this and the guys.
A 1 slider away, 1-1.
It was truly a blessing being sent out here, and I believe it was part of God's plan out here, and it means the world to me. These last month and a half, 2 months.
I mean, I know it's only 5 more days, like you said, but I don't know what we're gonna do without you. Everything's gonna feel so different, and we really can't thank you enough for everything you've done. I know.
And be able to go out and compete and just have fun again. It's just been amazing.
You got the love back.
You did. I did get the love back, and it's been awesome.
Working on the stream.
Okay.
It was a strikeout for Ryan Troy. We're at about 700 KBs per second. We like to be about, what do we like, 2,400? Now we're at 3,900. So we're on the up. We're with Sean Fitzpatrick. First pitch to Blake McDonald was a ball. Announced his commitment to Arizona State earlier today. The 1-0 is tapped back behind the plate. 1-1, and I'm happy about that because I get to see you now at
Yes.
least a week this year, and I'm definitely gonna try to make my way down to Tempe and watch that series. And I'll hang out with Justin in Tempe. But I'm so happy for you, man. Like
Thank
that.
you. I appreciate you. It's been awesome. I'm so thankful to be here.
What were you expecting coming into the summer? Like, had you talked to anyone about playing in Walnut Creek?
No, I had no clue. Honestly, I was like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what it's going to be like, but let's do it.
2-1 fastball just below the knees, 3-1.
It's a good pitch. But, you know, it was one of those things, I don't know, just came out here and it's been awesome. And I would love to come back again. So
3-1, pummeled to right center field, going back into his left is Griffin Harrison. Looks like he has a beat on it. He does for the second out. Hey, I mean, you said it. You know, we would have you back in a heartbeat. I from everything you've said, you know, I've. It seems like you just love it here, and I know like you'd be welcome back with open arms. So hey, Arizona State, if you're listening, Willie, if you tuned in, get Sean back here. Maybe send us some other guys too. Wouldn't hate that.
Yeah, and Sean, I mean, you talked to me a little bit. You know, don't really care if that's something you're going to be doing in the springtime and the fall for Arizona State.
definitely planning on it. You know, going to probably be built up as a starter and just, you know, play it out in the fall and see what happens. But either way, I just want to help the team win. And, you know, me pitching is going to, I believe I can help us win. And so whatever role they need me in is what I'm going to do. So.
Shall we?
Yeah.
I think that's it. Hey, Fizzy, thank you for
Thank you guys for
everything.
having me.
Really gonna miss you. Go kill it in the pack. Go
Thank
kill
you,
it at
guys.
Arizona State. Yeah.
Best
Love
of
y'all.
luck.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck, Sean.
Best of luck, brother. Little emotional. Bottom half of the seventh inning. The last time Sean Fitzpatrick will be on a broadcast, but we head to the top of the eighth, and it's 8-1 Dads. First pitch to Cole Fellows drops in at the knees, 0-1. The stream was cutting in and out. I don't know how much of that we actually got on air, but I didn't even see that pitch. Ball. But I can't even begin to talk about how much we appreciate Sean Fitzpatrick. 1-1. Fellows pops it up 1-2.
He's one of those guys that you kind of remember. They stick with you. You know, my first summer working in a job in baseball, and you know, he's one of those guys that really made it fun, made me feel welcome.
1-2. Slider down and away, 2-2. And he's a big leaguer.
Yeah, I mean, he's really, really cool. He's an awesome guy.
2-2. Chopper to the right side over his Hunter Duro. He scoops it up, takes his time, throws to first, and retires. Cole Fellows for the first out.
I mean, what he's done on the field, you can ignore that. And everything that he does off the field is just times 10. You know, he goes out of his way to do the right thing. He's got a bright future ahead of him, and, you know,
Fastball blown by Matt King, 0-1.
when the baseball career eventually comes to an end, which hopefully he plays for a long time, he's going to have a job, you know, behind a microphone.
0-1. Tapper to the left side on 2 hops. Joey Kramer has a high throw to first, pulls Brett Auer off the bag, but he brings it back in time. Used all of that 6-6 frame, and it's 5-3. 5-3, the putout, excuse me.
2 up, 2 down. I want to keep talking about Sean Fitzpatrick because the guy's awesome, but Grant Stevens, nice bounce back inning after allowing a run in the top of the 7th inning.
Got to bring up Joey Donnelly, who's had a good game. First pitch, lefty on lefty. Donnelly's reached all 4 times. First pitch to him. He pops it sky high. Can't even see it. Don't even know where it is. But it's foul. Nothing in 1.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss that guy. A 1 swing and a miss. Nothing in 2.
I mean,
Glad he got to go out with his best outing.
absolutely.
The 0-2. Donnelly takes a curveball down and away. Ball and 2 strikes.
I mean, you look at the year that he had, and there's no like, oh, I don't know, that was a bad outing. Like every outing, he went out, competed, pitched well.
The 1-2. Donnelly strikes. No. Dropped by the catcher McDonald and gives Donnelly another life.
I mean, he really earned a spot at ASU. He's gonna get some innings this year. Didn't, get the innings he thought, maybe he should have last year, but he will next year.
1-2 slider off the outside. 2-2. It's emotional thinking about what he's gonna do. 2-2. Fouled off. McDonald dropped it again.
I don't really watch college baseball, but I'm going to be tuning in to Ryan Brohm's games at Southeastern Louisiana. I'm going to be watching ASU games, UCSB games, of course. But
2-2. Swung on and missed. This one, McDonald's able to catch. 3rd time's a charm. Crawdads go down 1-2-3 for just the 2nd time today. We'll head bottom 8. It's 8-1 Dads. The 8th inning, Crawdads lead it 8-1, and they'll send Ryan Troy back out to his 3rd inning of work. He's been great so far today in his 2 innings. Ryan Troy has just allowed 1 hit, has struck out 1, has just thrown 31 pitches. He'll work his 3rd. Crawdads leading by 7. Robbie Hamchuk, and it's actually a pinch hitter. It's Alex Leopard stepping into the left-handed batter's box. The first pitch to the lefty Leopard is golf to right field. Brian Duroff, though, is right there, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
yeah, that's what I like about Ryan Troy right now. Getting ahead. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's great. That's awesome. Keep doing that. The curveball that he's got working today looks
The 1-0 is down and away. 2-0.
good pitch. Fastball. It's dusk.
2-0. Line straight back. 2-1.
I like that word. Dusk.
Wish our hotspot worked.
Is it not?
No.
Not at all?
It's working enough. Not great. I don't think we can.
Yeah.
The 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2.
Good spot.
Couldn't see it. There was a Kobe Siegel in my way.
Oh, Kobe.
The 1-2 pitch from Troy is checked his swing. Did he go?
Oh,
No. This is Dean Poti. I love Dean.
Yeah, Dean's cool.
I need him to know I wasn't making fun of him. Yeah, did you not know like cell signal goes down when there's a lot of people populating an area?
No?
True facts.
Okay.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-2. Slider down and away, 3-2.
Don't want to lose him. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Like I've said countless times, got to make him earn it. Tired the first 2 guys. Do not want to walk him. Do not.
3-2. Tapped foul, we'll do it again.
Just keep working in the zone. Hits it great. You're up 8-1. Mistake pitches don't exactly hurt you yet. Right? If they keep happening and happening, yeah, they will. But right now, solo homer doesn't kill you. Make a good pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here it comes. Slider tapped over. We'll do it again.
Good battle. Love a good battle.
I do also love a good battle. I'm just kind of sad about Fitz. 3-2.
Yep.
Curveball.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. No. No.
Couldn't have missed more middle. Wow. That's terrible. That's
Terrible.
bad. You know when Ryder Helfrich is bouncing out like that, it was a strike. He's having a word with the home plate umpire.
Who is 0 for 1, a hit by pitch, a sac fly. Driven in the only run of the game. What?
It's frustrating.
First pitch, Sharpio dives away from a ball that was up and in by the head, 1-0.
Yeah. Oh, you're from Colorado. Oh, wow.
The 1-0. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Over to cut it off is Brian Duroff, almost by the wall. As he fields it on a couple hops, we'll throw in quickly to second and keep the runner Sharpio at first. It's runners on the corners and 2 outs.
Hey, you're not out of the clear yet. Red hour coming up. Gaucho versus Gaucho. And really the first real scoring opportunity for the Prune Packers today.
Brett Auer, a ton of power, has 5 home runs already in the early part of his summer. First pitch, tapped back, 0-1.
Nice, get ahead. Get ahead. Get ahead, stay ahead.
Brett Auer 1 for 3 today. That 1 hit came back in the 6th. Troy's first inning of work. It was really the only time he's gotten on base against the Crawdads this year. The 0-1. Ground ball through the left side. That's a base knock for Brett Auer. Run comes home to score, and it's 8-2.
So what? I mean, that ball was hammered. That ball was absolutely hammered, but so what? Get another one of those. Get a ground ball. Get out of here.
That'll bring up Cameron Nickens, the left fielder, who's 0 for 3 today. But again, tons of power. It looks like Nico Aspilcueta is going to come into the bullpen. Runners on first and second, 2 down.
Aspilcueta.
First pitch to Nickens.
Not how you say it.
Slider off the outside, gets past Helfrich. It's going to be a pass ball that moves 2 runners into scoring position. Crawdads have had trouble shutting down the end of games.
I think that they got crossed up right there. I think that's what it was, because it just hit off of Helfrich's glove. Takes the double play out, or not the double play, the force out at any base away.
You go?
Oh.
No.
Dean, buddy. If he hits it, it's a double. If he hits it, it's 100 exit velo. No.
Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ryan Troy sets out the belt, and the 2-2 is inside. Ball 3. Helfrich zips it back to his pitcher, trying to get any ounce of energy back to him. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. The 3-2 is popped up. Shallow center field. Sprinting in Griffin Harrison in no man's land, but he settles under it and makes the catch for the final out. A run comes home to score, but they strand 2 on. We'll head top 9, 8-2, Crawdads lead. Top half of the 9th inning. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment. Snap the paper, it's Gary Hall.
Gary Hall, the 6-foot righty from San Jose State. 1-1, 7.8 ERA, making his 13th appearance of the summer.
He'll face time to throw to first and retire Farfan. That'll bring up Griffin Harrison. Griff has done his thing again. He's reached base twice. Hasn't gotten a hit, but has hit the ball hard and has struck out once. Officially 0 for 2. First pitch. Harrison watches a curveball at the knees, nothing in 1. 0-1. Harrison swings through a curveball, nothing in 2. The 0-2. Harrison strikes out looking. A curveball right down the middle. It's the first strikeout for Hall.
Uno, dos, adios. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. If I could say it in Spanish, I would. I can't. Don't even try. I think I could.
Here's
Buenas.
Ryder Helfrich, who had a pair of hits early but is quieted down. First pitch to him here is a curveball off the plate on the outside, 1-0.
Buenos dias.
Nope.
No, is that night?
I think we should be done trying.
Okay.
1-0 fastball, a little low, 2-0. You should be lucky that the stream was out during that time.
Okay, cool.
I think that might have been right. But
Satan.
2-0. Helfrich crushes one to the right side, foul. Over by Cade Cushing. Two balls and a strike. Crawdads trying to win another series. 2-1. Helfrich lines it to right field, but right at Hunter Duro, who moves just a couple steps to his left and ends the inning. Hey, we're headed to the bottom half of the 9th where the Crawdads will try to close out another win. It's 8-2. Walnut Creek leads. Bottom half of the ninth inning, we've got another new pitcher, and this call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a...
Only two.
Nico throws from... Nico looks a little like Nick Proctor on the mound.
I would. Yeah.
Throws from a low 3/4, more of a sidearm actually from Nico. But a relatively hard thrower, 86-88 on the fastball.
Don't ask me to say his last name.
Azpilicueta.
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 Similar to why I didn't want you to try to say good morning, good afternoon, good night on air. Azpilicueta will be facing 7-8-9, Joey Kramer, Blake McDonald, and Travis Sanders.
What?
First appearance for the Crawdads. Hey, Healdsburg has never lost a CCL season series.
They have also not scored less than 5 runs in Healdsburg all year.
Wow.
Yeah. They have 2 right now. Yeah. Yeah, I did that.
Healdsburg's magic number right now is 4, with 4 games to play. So if they won today and they win tomorrow, then they would clinch the North. But Walnut Creek leads by 6 in the 9th, trying to keep it right there. This is the first time since 2020, so since the divisional era, whatever you want to call it, as the first pitch from Azpilicueta is a good slider, swung on and missed by Kramer, 0-1. The modern era, the divisional era, before there was only a CCL, no North and South. First time since then that Healdsburg has had more than 1 losing streak in a season. A 1 slider off the outside and low, 1-1.
Time to add some salt to that wound, huh?
Yeah,
Make it 3 straight. Be a first all summer.
actually the first ever.
Ever, yeah. That's crazy.
The 1-1. Slider just a little high, 2-1. But you got to shut it down.
Yeah, Nico has some Nick Proctor in him. They're, same arm slot. A little bit bigger, a little bit taller.
2-1. Kramer watches a slider outside, 3-1. Got to get back in the strike zone. Cade's going to start loosening it up a little bit more in the bullpen.
No free passes.
No reason. 6-round ball game here in the 9th.
Go after some guys, huh?
How about it? 3-1. Outside corner, 3-2. Crawdads lead it by a lot. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Crawdads up 6. Azpilicueta's 3-2 is pop us. Kramer on the day is 0 for 3. Azpilicueta trying to make that 0 for 4 against one of the best Crawdad killers in the game. 3-2.
Yeah. Oh.
You heard it. You know what happened. Called outside, was not a ball.
Squeezed Troy. Squeezing Nico. Brutal. Just brutal.
You might have to learn how to say his last name, by the way.
Azpilicueta.
Yeah, you got it. Here's Blake McDonald, the catcher, still 0 for, actually 1 for now on the season against the Crawdads. First pitch to him is a slider.
Oh.
Little low, 1-0.
Wow. Good pitch from me. But hey, he'll take it. 9th inning, guy.
Sending some important messages. The 1-1. McDonald watches away off the outside. It's going to move Kramer. No, he's going to have to stay at first as he got a horrible break. And a great break for Walnut Creek. Uninspired baseball from Healdsburg today.
Yeah. Not over yet.
No. Very factual. 2-1.
Yep.
Right down the middle, 2-2.
Good pitch. I like that. I don't even think that, you really have to paint the corners. Go down the middle. That's such a tough pitch. Slider, righty. Good pitch. Tough to hit. Go down the middle.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, runner on first. The 2-2. Slider way outside, 3-2.
It's, can't really happen. Walks, kill. You give them free bases, they're going to come back to bite you. Got to find a way to get in the zone right here, right now.
3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Azpilicueta comes set, and the 3-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. First strikeout for Nico is the first out of the 9th, and a big first out at that.
Congratulations, kid.
Ground ball would likely get Azpilicueta out of this game. Get the Crawdads their second straight win. First pitch is on the outside, 0-1. I'm excited to go back home.
Yeah, sure. Big game right now.
I'm saying because of the, can't stand you. Slider off the outside gets past catcher Healdsburg to the backstop. At least the tying run isn't on base.
Tying run was not on base yesterday.
Ball and a strike.
Actually, was it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike as Healdsburg's going to go talk to.
Still a big moment, you know, a lot to talk about.
And let's take a look around the CCL. This look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tours, who are small enough to care and large enough to compete.
They got us here.
They did very much indeed get us here. And Bay Area leads Sonoma 6-1. Lincoln trails to Solano 4-1. Azpilicueta steps back onto the rubber. Sets at the belt. The 1-1. Slider dropped by Healdsburg. He's going to pick it up, throw to third, the tag. It is in time at third to gun the runner down. What a job by Ryder Healdsburg to pounce on that ball and throw a bullet for the second out.
Yeah. Yeah. Ryder Healdsburg. Guy's got a cannon.
Now 2 balls and a strike and 2 down here in the 9th. Healdsburg has not lost a season series against a team since 2020. Now just 1 out away from doing so. The 2-1. Slider a little low, 3-1. Crawdads are looking to stay alive in the race for first place. Just a game and a half back, trying to trim that to just a half a game. The 3-1, ground ball up the middle. Matt King will scoop it up, takes his time, throws to first, and the Crawdads have their best win of the season. It's an 8-2 dominant victory over the first-ranked Healdsburg Prune Packers. They are now just half a game back with 4 to play.
Wow. Just dominant in the middle, or the beginning part of this game. You put the pressure on early. I was talking about it. Would have been my key. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Would have been, or was my key to the game had we, you know, gotten the opportunity to talk about it. Punch early. Punch the Prune Packers in the mouth early. See how they can respond. They didn't. You have a chance today to be the first team to, or tomorrow, to be the first team to sweep this Healdsburg Prune Packers team. They're playing for a first place spot right now.
Walnut Creek, after this game, improves to 23-8, and just a half game back of Healdsburg, who falls to 24-8. You can do the math right there. The winner is Cody Perry, improves to 3-0. The loser, Devin Kirby, no save in this one. Crawdads 8-9-0, runs, hits, errors. Packers 2-5-5. All of those errors, they hurt. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Game started at 6:06, ended at 8:33. A brisk 2-hour and 27-minute game. Tomorrow, game at Monte Vista, 4 p.m. Carson Mercier and I will be on the call. But for now, stay tuned for the post-game show with Kobe Siegel and Justin DeHaas. For now, it's Austin Oda saying Crawdads win 8-2.
Hello and welcome to the Walnut Creek Crawdads post-game show. The Crawdads have a chance to sweep tomorrow, and with the win, they would go in first place. But Justin, I mean, what a game we saw today. Start to finish, domination from the Crawdads. 8-2 victory. Scored runs in each of the first 5 innings. just never looked back. Didn't make it close. Just no mistakes. Didn't strike out. Just what'd you see out there today, Justin?
The Crawdads striking early. I did not see that coming. I mean, having 3 crooked numbers in the 2nd through 4th innings, that is, I mean, we talked about it in the pregame show. They were not hitting on offense in their 2 other games at Recreation Park. They came out strong early in the game, and they got that taken care of. And it wasn't just the hitting, too. Pitching was at an all-time high as well.
Yes, and I mean, we said before the game this was a can't lose, and the Crawdads did not lose. So now they're a half game back of the Healdsburg Prune Packers. But I think we got to talk about Cody Perry. Cody Perry coming into this game against the Prune Packers, he had 2 scoreless innings, but we weren't sure how he would perform. And I mean, he's been hit around a bit sometimes, but just a fantastic game from him. What'd you see from KP?
Well, I mean, the thing about Cody Perry is that he's had a lot of success recently. In his last outing against Solano, 5 innings, 5 strikeouts. Went another 5 innings today. Allowed 1 run off a sacrifice 5 from Connor Sharpio. And he's not just pitching well right when you need him to. He's also just been pitching well against the Prune Packers. In 7 innings against Healdsburg this year, he's got 7 strikeouts. So, I mean, we were talking about it in the pregame show. We were a little surprised that KP was the choice, but Brant was confident in him. And, hey, that confidence proved to be worthwhile for him in this game.
Yeah, and just a great job by Cody Perry to bounce back. The first 2 innings, the first pitch of the game hits a batter. And, you know, when you hit a batter the first pitch of an inning, especially the first pitch of the game, you think, here we go. But he stuck in there. His changeup was just devastating all day. 1 walk on the day, 4 strikeouts, just firing strikeouts.
I was about to say, you did mention that hit by pitch. He did have 3 hit by pitches today. So if there is one thing to knock him about, it is that. But besides that, I mean, 5 innings, 1 earned run. You literally could not ask for more for Cody Perry.
Yeah, and I think another important thing with Cody Perry health was starting early. In the top of the first inning, if you're an away team, you score in the top of the first inning, just gives you so much confidence. And I think we have to credit Max Farfan for getting it started. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch, swings and misses. 0-1. Works a 3-2 count. Fouls a pitch off. Then takes an off speed in the dirt. Just brought by cards and collectibles. What was working out there?
So, I mean, just get some off speed. I mean, I flipped in a curveball a couple times just to, like, see something different. And then just, I mean, I know my fastball is not as hard as other guys, but it really snuck up on them a little bit when they don't see fastball very often.
Your last 2 outings, you've pitched 10 innings, 1 earned run. What's been going well for you lately?
I mean, that changeup, I mean, I think it's just the greatest pitch in baseball. It looks like the fastball just dives down. I love it. I love it. Shout out Jeff Pick.
Who is Jeff Pick?
I mean, he's my pitching coach. He taught me the changeup since I was 10 years old. I mean, we stuck with it all the way, and it's been working out. So.
And against Healdsburg this year, you've got 7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts. What have you seen against the Prune Packers?
I mean, they're hunting fastball out there, so it's just you can't. I mean, you have to throw it. It has to be in a specific side, either low or way above their head. But I mean, it's just been working. So gotta keep shoving.
Yeah, and last question, Cody. To get your final out, you strike out Damien Bravo, and you just let out a ton of emotion. What were you feeling there?
I mean, I knew it was my last outing of this summer. I mean, I'm very grateful for all the Crawdads have done for me, and it's just, I mean, I just really geared up on that fastball. I just left it all out there on that last pitch, and it was like more of like gratitude, like it's over, but I mean, I just really appreciate it. I was just like, let's go. Like, I just want to get this team going, so great to do so.
Well, that's a heck of a way to finish your outing. So, Mr. Cody Perry, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes. And our Crawdads Player of the Game is brought to you by DVY Cards and Collectibles, a local shop with all of your favorite cards and collectibles, conveniently located just off the 4 freeway. And we also have another sponsor, look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tours. American Stage Tours, who brought us here, small enough to care and large enough to compete. Now, this is the only game that matters in terms of the Crawdads standings, but we got some games around the CCL, including the Bay Area Admirals are up 6-1 on the Sonoma Stompers, the bottom of the fifth. The Solano Mudcats up 4-1 on the Lincoln Potters.
Upsetter.
There's currently a race between the Potters and the Stompers for that third spot, and the Arroyo Seco Saints up 5-0 on the OC Riptide, and the bottom of the eighth. We got a pitching duel at the MLB Urban Youth Academy. The Slow Blues are up 1-0 on the Academy Barons. So that's your CCL out-of-town scoreboard, and I mean...
Hey, before we were interviewing Cody Perry, we were talking about Max Farfan.
We were.
And I wanted to give some more love to him because, again, you're not going to see it in the stat sheet, but his first 2 plate appearances, he walks. He really worked the plate there and saw a lot of pitches, and I think that really helped out the squad here. But, I mean, maybe Farf's walks don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but a guy who does is Brian Duroff. 3 hits again today. He's really been taking that second spot in the lineup with Casey Cummings' injury. And, look, he's been flourishing. I mean, another 3 hits today. He had 3 hits a few games ago. So, I mean, you lose a couple All-Stars like Cummings and Brome due to leaving the team in injury, but then you get guys like Duroff and Farfan who just step up.
Walk and 3 runs scored. Most importantly, he scored that first run, and he had to sing up the middle to score Ryder Helldburg. So just a great game overall, and I mean another shout out, Ryan Troy. I want to apologize to Ryan Troy. I may have doubted him, but he proved me wrong. He was awesome today. 3 innings, 1-run ball. Just a great job to not let Healdsburg come to the game. Anything on Ryan Troy?
Yeah, I mean, look, when you get 5 innings from KP and then you get 3 innings from Ryan Troy, 8 innings covered, that is really nice from 2 pitchers. And look, I think it gives those guys a lot of confidence to pitch when you have a 7-run lead through 4 innings. Back on another run in the 7th, and yeah, look, Ryan Troy really